Little Dizzy versus Sin here. We'll see if the zoning can come in heavy at a good start so far. Blatty already getting Piper pushed all the way to this corner here.
Okay.
The throw. Get a little snack as well. Throw it again. Oh, we got loops.
And we're looping our way to the refrigerator, man. But Piper ready to burst into the corner. Blatty going to send it right back to try to get out of there.
Good throw. Oh, try the baseman out there too. Not quite ready. Oh, able to quick get the combo to connect after, but simple routing keeps it going. And so often, yeah, it can feel bad to drop that combo here, but keeping your turn, keeping the pressure up, making your opponent sweat a little bit, thinking, oh, should I have mash there? Should I have press? That could be enough.
Okay.
Dash cancel to the throw. Good bait out here.
Yeah, one stamina was enough to get this wall break. Piper going down here and not having any tension to fight back with. Does have that fast 2K and some IBs here, Ganyon.
You love to see it. Players are getting better and better at the defensive side here. If you can use those IBs to get you very far. I feel set up here, but a good JH jump in here by Blatty. Oh, and off the pop as well, saying we understand how the ice floor works. Great recognition. They're going to get that first game.
That was nuts. Like, I don't know, like maybe that's like pretty simple, but that's cool to see you use that ice floor at all and it work, man. My shit always dropping here, even if it's just straight in the super. That's awesome stuff from Blatty.
Yeah, incredibly impressive recognition. You know, it's just like how often you find Dizzy, and I think Dizzy's a character that has definitely upticked pretty heavily in this version. Like this character is essentially gotten, you know, a fair amount of buffs over the course since he's released, and just like you'll definitely run into her a lot more. So I think the days of being carried by weird ice field movements will get worse and worse as Blatty here off to a good start already. Piper already having to spend it out, but takes that drift in with the 2K, keeps situation going. No stick here, but the space is being held.
We're going to keep you in the corner with the back throw, taking a snack. Piper being held down in the corner. I like that active defense, but too late on the cancel. Didn't get the punish after like we wanted, and Blatty with another jump in may just be able to secure the round. Yeah, there with the 6H, I think it was. Strong stuff here on the Sin.
Yeah, Sin looking real comfy and clean, but Piper a little more alive here in the second round. And the wings of light already on deck. The timer is ticking. We bait it out, and absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and burst there. Stops not only, of course, any Fisher follow-up then, but those wings falling off here as Piper is a little more comfortable pressing these K buttons right now. Kind of holding down the space, too, but the 2D is going to connect. Gets the pop as well again. Keep the same side. Oh, I love that mix-up, too. Okay, Piper, we see you.
Okay, with Red RC blocking out that overhead after 6K. Nice tick throw here with that slide up 2K here from Piper and the Red RC. That's going to be the round. So Blatty is still up a game, of course, but we're going back and forth here early on.
There you go. Piper had found their footing right now. Keeps it going there. Yeah, it's pretty darn plus as well. Can't fight quite out. Up here again. Guys go for the low this time. Same setup this time for the overhead. Went for the low. Good block out here by Blatty. Put back into the corner. Piper wanted some space. Bursted out. 6Bs through on that beak driver, but no real reward for it then as the overhead gonna find its mark. Put you through the wall, get that positive rolling in.
Keeping this jumping clean. It's going to be that third overhead with that grounded special. Blocking your reversal. Blatty is going to go up here 2 games against our mom. Taking us through the lower matchup. I never see it from this angle, I feel like, but Blatty showing it to us today in the first round. Piper powerful on this zoner. Got to see if we can get the momentum in our hands.
Yeah, and like we're seeing Piper be able to slow down a little bit here, but just like the reward difference is definitely going in favor of Blatty right now. So we'll have to see if we can kind of just keep this Sin contained. If we can put the kid to bed right now. Say, Mom, it's summertime right now. I can stay up later.
Piper here. Showing some discipline with these ice spikes. The Michael swords to keep you here in the corner as well. Blatty gonna get stuck by that overhead. It's enough to wall splat. The wall damage dealt high by that zoning. Piper taking advantage of it. And Blatty holding on to the burst.
Here we go. Looking like quite a Piper around. The fish was still active to catch the backdash. Oh, when you think you're right, but you're still wrong. Oh, no, unfortunately, it did not confirm into it, but here, safe, consistent pressure there by Piper. Not feeling too disregarded by Not getting that stick. It's a 5K to find it. Back to where we go. It's happened in the second game, though. Bloody did at least go down in that first round. Still found a way to come back and take it, but...
Try to extend with the stamina there. Like we're doing with the ice floor. Piper, keep you in the corner, not letting you get out. Platy, having the tension. Not spending it yet. Outside on that FD, trying to keep back this owner, but Piper getting caught low. After with the RC, Blatty's going to get a wall break.
There we go. Stitch it to break. Empty the low. Yeah, that single-handed run-up throw. Catches us all. Tries in the overhead. Super going to take him out. Send you back to basically near full screen. Mini projectile. Good dash blocking here from Blatty. On the chance to get in. RC to keep themselves plus. Another overhead again. Had the stamina for the second follow-up. Blatty on set point.
Yeah, Blatty kind of, you know, kind of bent it all on those overheads there at the end. Saying, hey, I kind of need this. I want to keep the momentum up, and it's working right now. The momentum is up. Piper trying to get out of this corner, getting frame trap, spends the burst to keep it back. The ice spike being respected here. Blatty taking a bite out of the fridge.
Pulling out some ice cubes here in the process as well. Slow him down. Fuck it, BRC keeps up much more plus than guaranteed 6H pickup as well. Good YRC. You want to have to deal with any of that wings pressure. It's a little low. No counter pressure to be baited out. Jumps in. Jumps up again, thinking they're going to get thrown. Piper, one hit away from this to be at least the end of their winner side run.
Okay.
6P.
The tried and true, that 6P. Good anti-airs, but we still get in. Good stuff, Blatty.
RC holding off here. Fly back into this corner. 2K's gonna find the first hit. And now, Fuzzy Jump gonna get caught here by the fish. Then it will chase you to the heavens. But we weren't FD'ing to stop the chip damage. And you were right and wrong at the same time. It happens to the best of us. Blatty gonna take that 3-0 over Piper. Get into it right now. Madison, of course, legendary Asuka herself on the Magician Girl court, and Pikguy bringing in this Jacko. When we get to bring the minions out, but unfortunately the waterfall has made you trip, and you are right stuck in this corner right now. Really read a book.
Pikguy with a gold burst on wake up. That's the Maryland virus, man. I don't know what it is. Pikguy not immune. Looking strong here, using this resource if we can, but Magician Girl getting on you. Well, action, is she?
Wait, I love that with having the defense command up, or essentially the defense super, like it'll eat every projectile for it. That's such a great like kind of utility aspect of this way it's gonna go. Good RC to confirm it out. And yeah, you say it, Jeek, like this is probably the most I've ever seen people gold burst, and it's probably because they essentially buffed gold bursting, where it's like so easy to get the input. Like if you want gold burst, like it just they made it so it's even better. So it's like, you know, this -2 functionality, and now it's easy to get access to as Magician Girl feeling some kind of way after that first round right now. Definitely keep Pikguy stuck in this corner. I wonder if we held up just to make sure we get the wall reset there, because man, infinite pressure against this Asuka, feeling pretty rough.
Oh, I think, okay, I think we're gonna go down here to that meatball. Actually, no, we're not. I was just trying to make a point, but now it's too late. Magician Girl, as I was saying, she threw out one of those Metrons, but Pikguy actually had a bot get a double tap on one of those cubes, which was an interesting bit of anti-zoning. Pikguy using those bots to full effect.
Oh yeah, you try to fight back, then another one comes raining in from the sky. 6P another, but we just pulled up. Pikguy feeling the confidence, but good luck backdashing against that Asuka 2D. And I love that with the gravity staff adjusting the bounce there on the cube. Go out here again, super on through. I wonder, okay, so it doesn't keep it super, good to know actually as well. Stuck in the corner now. Now we want to be against Asuka. Meatball comes coming in. Try to stack him down with the gravity down staff here. Asuka has to burst it out. Pikguy stuck in this corner, just wants to get out.
Honestly, that was a great spot to burst considering the screen position, and Magician Girl trying to use that to her advantage as we finish off the round. Low special cancel, and that's all she wrote. Gonna add it to this book right here. Magician Girl gonna secure game 1, but Pikguy showing you some annoying stuff you're gonna have to play against for the rest of this set, so lock in.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I've noticed about Asuka's in this version, And maybe Magician Girl is, kind of one who I think I've just seen do it the most, but like genuinely, if they have you in the corner, they will happily take single hit RC into full, as much mana charge as they can get from that knockdown, right? Like, we are playing a version against Asuka's where like they will absolutely go with even good management, and so taking a lot of extra time to make sure that bar gets filled back up, definitely even worth that 50 meter here. As so far the trades of this matchup are looking that like it seems like Jacko just kind of gets pushed around a little bit here into the corner. Let's look at the minions set up, but walking it right back right now. Magician Girl right down to barely any life left, but the round only started.
By the time you're in the corner of the Jacko, though, your Asuka needs to play perfectly, because then Pikguy just gets that one hit, and after those 4 spells you spend, you're out of mana. I mean, look, we're out of it again, but at least we do have the corner pressure. So you got to play perfect here with these normals. Don't have the tension to keep our turn. Gonna opt to try to get a recharge, but Pikguy with a good counter hit here on the mid screen.
Decide to hold on to the burst here. YRC gets some space. Pulls up another style. Good recognition. Good hit confirming as well. Of course, Pikguy has to block it out. 2 minions gone. I don't find it there. The new empty spell might be a little bit minus there, but what a good opportunity for this character to kind of essentially have something they can still do when that boom is happening much more often now. Oh, tries to bait out burst here. Not able to find it there. Magician Girl keeping herself in this first round. And Pikguy tried to force a little bit too hard at the end. Gets caught by the spells in this first round going the Asuka's way.
Very brave of this Magician Girl. Strong stuff. Catches your toes. Pikguy with the blue burst didn't get the gold like we wanted. But we're going to keep you back. We're going to try to get out of this corner. Magician Girl still clipping those feet here. And then as soon as we got the overhead, we're ready to spend it. Another one in the cards here. So Pikguy got to look out for that one. Is looking for it.
Great defense for Pikguy here, but you can't block forever. I've never seen it. Taking advantage of getting all that mana back. And these overheads with the JDs here. Going to get the wall break. It should be enough to kill. Absolutely. Magician Girl's pressure looks so good. And I love the utility we're seeing with these staffs. Bouncing those cubes higher in the sky. Jacko trying to like work around zoners by taking to the air to potentially do a minion drop pull, but you're not getting the opportunity right now. Magician Girl is so comfortable with adjusting these projectile trajectories and just sniping you out here, but definitely impressive stuff.
Real quick, want to shout out my homeboy with the raid with the fat one, Logan. That's so crazy. Just finished that buyer subathon. That's my boy right there. What's going on, Logan? Hopefully y'all have fun. Give my man a follow, please, if you guys don't mind. Check out some league content. Logan probably gonna be taking a big sleep after this one. Y'all enjoy the show here. We're rolling into game 3. Magician Girl already off to a strong start. Trying to burst you back here. Trying to keep that strong start. Pikguy dancing around these spells though.
Yeah, and I love it. Just sending out the cube and thinking the walkback's going to happen, then sending the 2D out after, trying to trip up Pikguy. But a little bit better so far here in this Game 3 start so far. But unfortunately, it's not able to quite find anything to connect here. That the cube's just doing so much. Yeah, the more and more I kind of look at this, I can see a lot of merit where this could potentially be a stronger Asuka leaning matchup than again. But Pikguy going to get tripped up one more time. That 2D feels like it's nearly full screen. The empty overhead, good defense, get the back throw.
Okay, great stuff. Clipping you here with that 2D, turning it into a throw after, and not going to be able to kill with that tanky mana shield. Magician Girl has a high defense, had one spell in the pocket, but shuffling her hand, Pikguy takes that long range projectile, and we finish off the round. Showing some signs of life.
Yeah, but not where you want to be right now. Magician Girl already has Pikguy stuck in this corner, but good fuzzy match to get ourselves out. Goes to the empty low. Some good defense here with Magician Girl. Keeping herself not getting too chipped out there, but tries to counter poke, and the defense command was ready. Fight out, but oh my gosh, it's a simple run up 5D into that RC. Oh, but a drop, unfortunate here. No spells are connect as well. I think the shield is still active. Actually ate the spell's hitbox too. Pikguy here off to the absolute races right now. This could definitely be a game. So potentially no 3-0 on the board. But we are stuck in this corner. The pressure never ending.
And with no tension, it's got to end at some point. And there it is. Magician Girl finds that chance to jump out, but Pikguy using those JPs to chain you down to the ground, keep the pressure up, and close out the game. Strong stuff here. Showing more than signs of life, man. We're showing some strong play out here on the Jacko.
Yeah, we just like did not let Magician Girl play once we got them stuck in this corner. I love that chase up as well with the JP for any potential jump out opportunity here. Pikguy just what you got to do when you are into these tougher matchups. Then is like when you can't quite outzone this zoner. So once you get them in, you have to keep them stuck in your box, not let them fuss around too much here. We're gonna get a game 4 between these two. Then we'll see if Pikguy keep it going in a 2D counter at starter. Definitely a great way to get yourselves off to the races. And Magician Girl stuck in this corner again, letting that gravity staff keep those cubes more in your face, keep them more plus. 2D's out again. Oh my gosh, stop the empty spells.
Okay, good guy. By a chance to spend that blue burst, Magician Girl, and delete your friends out here. Spending that tension to do so does give her a chance to cook back some of that mana. Just keeps it simple, blocks out some wall ball here from Pikguy. We're chasing it down here with our goobers in hand. Nice cheer to try to tank through those projectiles, but Magician Girl still keeps you in the corner.
Just one cube was able to clear it. Like this invincible minion did so much, but not able to take all the hits. Good hit confirming routing here. Like you are seeing the comfortability Asuka's have been bringing out with access to these staffs on more of a regular basis here. But Pikguy saying, all right, you may have gotten that round, but it ain't over yet. Then good bust out right now and get the knockdown, a little bit of that mana back, goes to the empty throw, but not able to fight a connected tech here from Pikguy. Fighting back, getting their turn here. About to block a few more cubes again. You can never keep the minions out long enough.
Oh, very patient this time on that blue burst. Magician Girl, she's a burst baiter. Pikguy's saying, I got the YRC at least. Trying to get out of this corner, but Magician Girl is not letting you right now, man. She's got some aura even full screen. No mana to cast spells, by the way. Still full screen presence is crazy from Magician Girl.
Good defense here. Pikguy sticking in it though, but unfortunately the 5D RC comes for us all. Good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Classico. Oh, or is Nam also a blue player?
Oh, that's exactly what happened. You're totally right, Ganion. Nam must have picked blue and insert on the P1 spot took it from her. That's crazy.
Man, port priority even in my online Guilty Gear, crazy. But here we are. Fresh game, fresh mindset again. Insert has to spend the first burst, but gets to keep the pressure going. BRC mix here. Gonna force Nam to have to burst back out. Good far slash taking out the beach ball here. But Nam with the great counter poke and the RC gonna get the routing and get that positive bonus and a good chunk of damage here.
Okay, insert trying to claw it back with that throw. It's going to be the same side in the red RC. That's just going to be it. Oh my gosh, one same side later. And insert claws it back, but shows that, hey, these rounds are going to get pretty damn close here unless you're playing perfect. Nam already off to a good start here.
Tried to bring the same thing, same side, but went for the throw after. Backdash was too locked in and ready. Insert already has Nam pushed to this corner. And the regular wall break here. 50 on both sides, so RCs might be at the ready. There's the far slash into that additional pickup, but yeah, we are so confident at pressing into these beach balls here. But good defense so far from Insert. Toes get clipped. Go back throw here. Nam running it out, tries to bait out potentially any wake up option with the up dolphin. Not going to find anything. Insert puts themselves in this corner here. We spend the burst this round. Are we going to hold on to it? Hold on to it so far.
Okay. Insert with the grounded trade. Benefits twice in a row. And 1 5D later. And Insert secures this first game. But what I tell you, man, both those rounds so close out here. Nam looking strong.
Yeah, I love what we're seeing. Like, Nam definitely fighting back incredibly well. He spots. But man, look how far that 5K into the 5D connected. Like, May's 5K already feels like so long, but like her 5D distance is absolutely insane as well. So Insert just making you hold a quick meaty, then it brings the overhead after. We'll basically ourselves going, but a good backdash again. Getting so much off of these. Keeps the same side, pressure keeps on going, but the up dolphin, good mash out here. Nam taking a lot more of the driver's seat so far here in game 2.
Definitely keeping that pressure up if we're getting the press here. Not spending that burst there. Using that blue burst as momentum. That vertical dolphin. You're talking about who's the best vertical dolphiner. Oh no, Nam. Oh, wasn't able to finish off that round, man. Yeah, May. So tanky. I thought even with what we had there. Oh my gosh, dude, these far slashes.
Just I absolutely can't. Like the two up dolphins just missing each other, I think was really funny too. Just two up dolphins passing in the night, you know, but I'll get the cancel there. Into that hard knockdown. Insert definitely an opportunity to take this back. I'm curious what these like the JK ends up keeping it as a safe jump then, but good stuff here to Nam. Gets Insert guessing you're gonna take that round back here in game 2 with the run up throw to get ourselves started, and another same side hitting again.
Definitely high here on this damage. Nice far slash here from Nam, keeping that pressure up. Insert with 100 tension. This needs a chance to spend it. It's going to be on that 5D. Nam here opting to hold on to her burst. Knows this route's not going to kill. The next one you're going to have to make that decision on, unless it's a throw OTG. Insert. Great stuff here.
Another far slash going to connect. Oh, I love it. Chase it into the air with that JK. Okay, so a lot of utility with this May air normal. Another throw. Puts on back into this corner, and I believe might find out. There's going to connect. Pleasure getting caught out here. Tries again with the 6P. Now I'm definitely getting a very antsy there. Trying to do a lot of jumping out. Feels like I'm watching myself right now playing May, but hard knockdown coming in. Oh my gosh, the ID back falling with the button. Insert here. Not making this look a lot better here in game 2, but Insert still showing that they are the queen of the sea.
Whew, man, that same side hits everybody, even May players. That thing is damn near unblockable.
That's how you know it's good.
Making sure the rest of our bracket's going to be playing out in time for y'all. Till then, we're enjoying our main mirror. It's that punish here, whiff throw on whiff throw. Nam getting pushed to this corner. Insert spending that blue burst to keep that pressure up, throwing you down here.
Oh, but the stagger into the throw. She's 2K again. 2K checks one more time here. Dolphin cancel, gets another throw. Ooh, fortunate 2H. I think that was what they wanted there, but a good up dolphin out here by Nam. They're going to find the connection right now. No whiff punish here on the 3K either. Counter poke at least here. Good chase into the air. Nam. Our guys is out. And while we are getting scrappy right now.
And look how big the gaps are, bro. Nam is wishing that you'll press here. Insert not falling for it. In fact, it's going to take you all the way down the screen. Nam feeling like a hero. I don't hate that, though. With 50 tension, it could be enough to kill. Not on that hit, but maybe this next one. Oh! Oh my.
How did Insert win that? Oh my god. Absolutely. Like, and Nam did everything right until it was unfortunately wrong. Not getting the walls up there is so unfortunate. And look at this hit here, by the way. It's like 60%. Holy moly. Yeah, that moment when you're playing against your own character, like, wait a second, my character's broken as hell. What the heck here? Insert taking that.
There. But we're starting our next match, guys. It's going to be Kriby versus Sir Kapa.
There we go. Kriby having to do an absolute work on this Leo. Of course, Sir Kapa, if you're not familiar with Sir Kapa, you definitely should be. This is definitely one of the scariest Nagos we have here in NA right now, and just constant states of improvement and pushing this character. You know, we all say this character is incredibly strong, and of course, Nago is, but it does take a good pilot behind it, understanding to use this new special move, which essentially kind of invalidates one of the, you know, the tougher parts of the character, which is a lot of this management. But good routing from Kriby here. Already has Cap back in this corner right now.
Nice throw here. That's a lot of damage, but enough to kill even Leo. Gonna go down there with that far slash series. Kappa cleaning up this first round. Kriby holding on to that burst. They're gonna be pretty safe this round because of it. Awesome stuff when you're able to DP through that clone. Look how high that blood is. Kappa is finding some hits though. almost popped, but maybe was able to stay refreshed here in time.
They're on deck right now. Bonus has worn off. No access to it quite yet again here, but now it is available and online. But it is time for some blender deflection. Let's get off of me. Kriby barely any life left to work with. Got a good dash blocks here so far, but Kappa comfortable using these 5Ps to kind of slowly work you back then. Jump into that 6H. Oh, but gets baited out and no ability to block or use that burst after here. Kriby not even getting a chance to say access to it. Sir Kapa taking game 1.
Yo, Kriby, really good Leo, even though he's new to the character. Got to be one of the best players on him all of a sudden. It's awesome seeing at a high level, or it's humbling, I should say, good players lose to the things that you lose to, and just that little 2K death trap, you know? Like, hey, are you just fuzzy flash kicking on block pressure? Let me see. Oh, you are. You're dead, you know? It's funny seeing that work even at the highest level.
No, definitely, you know. And what did Kriby play before Leo? I feel like I've seen him play
a bunch of things. I think.
Yeah.
Most recently was the HC. Before that, most notably was the Goldlewis. I think he's played a little bit of Anji. I think he's played like basically every DLC character, at least to try them. Chat's got to tell me if they know any others.
There we go. A little color switch as we get into game 2 here. Kriby trying to get the MFCR color power up. We got the name. See if the color ends up helping as well. But Sir Kapa already has Kriby stuck at this corner here. 5D RC, double 6H there. Big damage already. We're 12 seconds in. You got less than a fifth of a life bar left right now.
Kriby Stansland there on that back turn. H go blocks there from Kappa. Only needs one good string to close out the round. Kriby with some good reactions. It's hard to catch him with some of those raw overheads. You got to be really tricky if you're trying to open up Kriby, but nice whip punish there from Kappa on the 2S. Closes out the round.
A little tough for Leo. You know, get in there. Good frame trap, but not able to get the full combo. Kappa immediately going to burst off. But we spaced it out perfectly again. Simple 6H, our biggest damage punish we can do. Knowing that burst is going to be following after. Kriby trying to dash block their way in, though, but it gets reset over and over. Kappa able to pull up then. 2D's going to actually connect here. And Kriby is still getting wiped back again. IBs to get a little bit more time, but the bite is going to come in. It's looking a little bit long here for Kriby. Not much health left to save it out, but we're going to keep it on blocking. Good tech here.
Okay. Oh, trying to put you to the mouse trap again. Kriby say, hey, dog, I'm not going to fall for it twice. Come on now. Is so low here, though, Ganion. Even the chip will do it to you at this point. Kappa trying to do it there with the 5H, but Kriby with a really good whip punish and a start to this pressure.
Oh, unfortunate here, Kriby. Maybe looking to get that, get the HDP as far as the frame trap, but I don't think it came out. End up RCing there a little bit early. Maybe they end up missing their charge timer, but Sir Kapa taking game 2. We're seeing a little bit more life in this round. It's starting to go in Kriby's favor, but yeah, right here, I'm gonna have to assume it was they wanted to get that HDP, but not gonna find it there. Looks like Kappa only one game away now, moving on through the winner side of the bracket here. Let's see if Kriby can kind of dig deep, and I have to imagine, like, kind of watching how Leo has to approach this character. Like, this is probably a bit of a tough matchup for Leo. Like, and Kappa's now getting very well. We're getting to the blood point we need. We're putting, you know, Kriby in the dash block simulator. Are you ready for it? And just taking big advantage of the course fact that Leo kind of struggles in the disjoint department. So sometimes swinging into this character can be a little bit tough depending on the space.
Gotta make sure you're swinging in good spots. Oh my god. Down right, Shizu there on the round start. Spin and burst like nothing happened. Kappa's still adding up the damage though. Kriby fighting back. Good HDP route. Kappa bursting you down.
I'm trying to find one home then, but 2S5H to be able to do it. I love that. True's not taking a break quite yet. Good attack here so far, but the 2K put out preemptively stops the BRC forward, and Sir Kapa is putting up this wall, and Kriby just struggling to find any way to get over or around it. It feels like almost every round start is going Sir Kappa's way.
Okay, was able to get away with murder there with that one with DP. Kappa, no special cancel. A little high blood here, so you got to be careful what you're canceling with here. You got to make it count. Kriby dancing that back turn H. Kappa always committing to blocking that overhead, but that shimmy is deadly.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of patience from Sir Kapa on a lot of their defensive choices here, and Kriby's starting to kind of recognize that. And but as soon as they stopped working, then too, Sir Kapa getting a little bit more antsy now on defense, and maybe Kriby has figured out the secret sauce to be able to put some cracks here in Sir Kappa's armor. But they're trapping here again. Gets assist K. Push it all the way to this corner here. Kriby in a spooky spot. Fuzzy block keep going then. Traps it down special. Then one more time here. Blood is locked and in place, but the S-Boom's holding down the space.
Okay. Staying alive here with that burst. I mean, you're pretty healthy here, but you're staying on this side of the wall, I should say. Kriby getting that 2S there. When they get another boom. Fire Seed back. Nice just box there. You gotta IB that Nago pressure, and Kriby's ready for it here. Kappa having the blood, the special cancel around, doesn't get Kriby to open up. The PRC shimmies this Nagoriyuki. And Kriby gonna keep you on this side of the wall.
Yeah, I like that. Goes ahead, doesn't want to break the wall there with that PRC scaling, then resets it. I'll get a big chunk of damage here, but health bars pretty darn low. One really good H hit could potentially be enough, especially with the chip damage coming through. Gets the chase out. 2K gonna connect then. Deflect shield gets a bit of space. Kriby with the IBFDs, but sends the DP to stop the bite from coming through. Good stuff. Kriby putting a game on the board. No 0-3 from me here in this winter side qualifier.
Kriby!
Just able to find that 2K2D off that PRC forward, chasing that backdash there. And Sir Kapa tried to push it right at the end, and DP does it. Good stuff, Kriby.
Kriby! Climb the wall!
All the Leo players holding their hands up right now for Kriby. Give them your energy.
Okay, nice, good. I gotta say, the whiff punishes from Kriby and the IBs. He's been showing some very good high-level Nago defense here.
Good IBFD again. That /2. Definitely a great spot to be able to hit it. Oh, but yeah, even if you space that out, still gonna frame trap it in. Keep some plus as well. Says no thank you. DP's out again. Not able to find any normals to connect here. So blood will grow a little bit then from the one special move that was used. But Sir Kapa, yeah, you're back to neutral, but health bar is absolutely blinking. But Kriby is so good at these IBs. Have been doing so much, and you know, so much, and you still take 40% from 3 buttons. That's just funny. In level 3 Nago blood, and this back turn K gonna find it here. Kriby's looking alive.
Yeah, man, absolutely locked in here. Stuttering around, finds the throw. Trying to parry, see if we can get Kappa the press. Kappa not really pressing after those back turn H's. Like, even there on the 3rd time, Kriby's like, surely you're going to do it here. But no, we're keeping it simple. We're breaking the wall here. Good corner steal route.
Oh, and sucking the guard crush. The overhead coming in here again. Beautiful routing here by Sir Kapa. Gets a round for themselves. Even in and out, but of course they are simply 1 round away now. Moving on and taking this set. The burst being spent right now. Kriby.
Okay. Finally, the overhead connects. Kriby said 4th time's the charm, but not the 5th time.
Oh no, big body throw to moment. These IBFDs are so on deck right now from Kriby. Tries to get out of the corner here. Scrape. Sir Kapa now stuck themselves here in this spot. And Kriby, you can start to feel the momentum shift a little bit here. But oh, 2S is going to find this mark. Baits out the deflect shield. And here comes the super. Not going to be enough to kill. Oh, actually, I did not see where the blood was at.
Kills.
The absolute GOAT lately on this testament, of course, Fubuki. On the other side, totsubunger on the purple May. No worries about losing our colors here, but as in case you guys haven't been aware, Fubuki have been absolutely playing out of her damn mind in this version. Not only winning TNS, but also Paragon this week. So maybe they will be our Jeekly winner tonight, but have to get through an incredibly good player in totsubunger, and this May is terrifying.
Yeah, Totsu is a previous Jeekly champion. Shouts to the Jeekly 3, and then just a very recent one, right? I think you may have been there, Daniel. I can't remember the number, but a very recent one in the 90s as well. Fubuki, very consistent top 4 player here. When she was entering, hasn't had that win, but I mean, it could very well be her tonight here on the Testament. Keeping it back here, Totsu finds her way in. Counter hit with the far slash, Fubuki with the burst.
Trying to overcommit too much again, but yeah, the elusiveness of using that empty teleport just to kind of delay when you fall down. And Testament, another character who, you know, yes, the character's reward is essentially like a net down right now, but their game plan of being able to hold space is still alive and well, but definitely built like some paper. You can see with this May damage, but the far slash actually takes out the air H fireball. And beautiful routing there, Totsu, just to make sure we get that stick with the quick RC after takes the first game.
Man, I feel like that last route went so quick. Look, you still see the red. Fubuki damn near 2-touched right there to close out that first game. Oh my gosh, Totsu with some strong buttons. Holy crap.
Yeah, and you know, we saw Arbiter get a little bit of value here, but like essentially the better your opponents get, the tougher it is to use Arbiter sign for Testament. So definitely you'll have to see how Fubuki can at least hold out this May onslaught here. But already we're 5 seconds in and pushed all the way to the corner already. A good jump out here, but 6P wall has been brought out then. Plus a bit of the 2S, the retreating, and I love these JSs. Definitely a great air normal for Testament again. Totsu has to burst right away though. Oh, but runs right past that Arbiter, but gets clipped here. Go for the empty teleport then again here, but the 60 going to connect.
Oh, but dude, Totsu doing some great navigation around these projectiles from Fubuki. Still on the burst. Hasn't spent it yet. Gonna get out with that PRC, but still back to the wall. Totsu keeping you in the corner. Approaching with the 3K. Has the meter just in case we get the hit. Fubuki, I mean, doing a great job just considering her back to the wall, but gets out with that teleport.
Yeah, the 2H trade actually working out very much in their favor here. Retreating into that JS again to find it out. Stain is at the ready though. A little more threat, but the piercing to the throat gets that Stain off you as well. We're back into that mini game here, but a good trade again. Good confidence from Fubuki, knowing they just need to get one more hit to do it. Putting a round on the board.
Oh, nice jump in here from Totsu, being decisive here. Blocks out the Arbiter. Tries to get some whiff punches here with the S Dolphin, and maybe a little too active with it. Fubuki catches you with that 6P, ready with that 5 DRC. Totsu bursting to slow it down. But Fubuki looking strong in this round. This needs to close it out with his Stain.
Ready with that 3K punish, getting the 2K, and of course having the Stain and give you that full combo. Double that choice here again. Chooses to keep the Stain for the mix-up off that knockdown. Good recognition here from Fubuki. Set the forward there. Stain's gonna pop. Good tech here from Totsu. Space. But wow, the movement in the air and falling with that JS. Like, such impeccable use of this air normal. I think one of the, like, you know, usually a little bit more underutilized then, but, you know, I got the opportunity to play IDOM at Combo Breaker this year, and I absolutely got smoked by this JS trying to chase this character up there, and seeing Fubuki kind of just like putting a bit of a wall. And of course the reward if Stained is up is you get a full combo, and if you want with super, you keep it going. And not surprised at all to see Fubuki even this up. This is a matchup that I would be probably terrified to pallet into, such as May. You're wrong one, you know, we saw before, you're wrong twice, it's the end of the round for you there.
Yeah, definitely you need to be comfortable in this character if you're going to be playing against any of these rush downers, especially May. And we're spending the burst here. Get another chance at that zoning. Okay, yeah. The spacing trap answered with the 6P. Good jumping from Totsu, despite the Stain debuff, found her way in.
That 6P actually keeps up a little more plus. Just puts the projectile out there again. Oh, but Corona able to find its connection. Get a little antsy here on defense here. Totsu with the great patience. doing 6P, not going to find its mark, though. A good whiff punish here by Totsu. Doesn't even need the super to get the kill. Good recognition here, and just really safe, solid play from Totsu, leaving herself to be able to react to whatever Fubuki's looking to do.
Staggering out these normals. Fubuki, you see her not pressing. She is willing to send that backdash, it looks like. Finds her way out with the teleport. It's been a couple times out of the corner with that instant move. Totsu trying to get something started here with those S Dolphins. Fubuki not afraid to play the lane game. You see that danger threat on that side of the screen for her meter, but she has just enough to play with.
Get a full conversion off of that. 6P gonna find its mark one more time. Totsu doing pretty good so far to get himself there, but gets the air throw. Stain probably gets the hard knockdown, then gets set up with that succubus out. Tries to find it through here, but a good close slash here from Totsu. Gonna clip Fubuki. Oh, but the 2H there. A lot of cancel options there. Actually are throwable after. Burst comes out.
Even with that Stain debuff, you see Totsu not afraid to hold forward. Fubuki using that block string to get these hits after. Wow, what a cheeky throw there to even up the rounds from Fubuki. Even if that didn't kill, you had the Stain follow up after, so definitely you were on death's door. Assessment looking strong, but Totsu confirming this counter hit. She's going to get a wall break.
Oh my god, almost built the 50 before the wall break too. Almost got super for your troubles with that bait, but this far slash has been doing so much. Kind of gets an anti-air off it. Kind of break the wall back. We just broke the wall to get to this side. Totsubunger absolutely running away with this game 3 here. And I love that fast BRC into the low. Kind of faking out. Maybe there's going to be a throw attempt or just a close slash. And you know, Fubuki looking for maybe a stand-in block option here. But man, oh man. The mix level is going so high right now. Players find so much more use of BRC in this version. And of course, makes it for an easy bait on that burst there. Totsubunger moving up in the set so far. He's also win one more game to take it and move into that winner side of top 8 qualifiers. But Fubuki was able to answer back, of course, in game 2. Let's see if game 4 she can do the same.
Yeah, these players, regardless of what side of top 8 they show up on, are seeded to probably make it up there. So keep your eyes on them. We'll see who has that winner's side buff. Despite the debuff here, Totsu found her way in with Stain, got that throw, tried to go for the meaty, but Fubuki ready with that reversal.
Rare Calamity 1 working moment. Love to see it there. Fubuki getting the right time, though, of course, one of the slow reversals in this game, despite the invincibility here, but the counter hit. Totsu pushing Fubuki away this corner. The break with the super. Get a chance to use this burst here at all. How are we looking to put on defense? Oh my god, and hit him with the show him the orange, but then the PRC to follow. Totsubunger 1 round away from winning and moving on to winner's top 8.
Finding her way in with these Dolphins. Nice counter hit here from Fubuki. Ready to get the Stain applied after. It's going to be the Arbiter zoning here. Finding that teleport out. The 2H counter hit confirmed. Totsu delaying that burst. So able to take away that tension from Fubuki while playing that defense. The teleports have been a great way to get out of the corner. The 5D mix comes out, but Totsu ready with the block.
And Fubuki taking a good advantage of essentially the different angles you can send the crow from post teleport, and we've seen a lot of great optimizations as Totsubunger's health bar is slowly getting worked down there. Good block on the double overhead. Fubuki have to break to get a bit of space again. This could be spooky now. Even if you get to the next round right now, not gonna be a late scene. Oh, it just missed that 5K to get the connection to keep the combo going. Chases it out, holds himself strong. We are still alive in this set, but we are so far from getting that burst.
Okay, finding our way in with this Stain. Getting that pressure ran after. Finds our way out with the teleport. I like that you can put the succubus up there, and then it's there for the wombo, or it's there for the emergency button, the eject. And Fubuki knows when to send it either way. Totsu trying to find her way out of the corner. Oh my god, the slow counter hit far slash.
Far slash doing so much for May right now. Seeing all but the anti-air crow taking you out, forcing Totsu to have to burst herself. Oh, but a simple jab into the throw. Stuck in this corner now. Oh, and we thinking that they maybe had a chance to get the side switch there. And the Amano-san going to be breaking this wall. Big chunk of damage coming through. It's getting very spooky right now if you are a Fubuki fan. We had access to Deflect Shield, but not going to find a chance to use it. Great routing by Totsu. Here is, I think it does take very good standardized Guilty Gear defense to play a character like Robokai. And of course, Jack has shown that so well with Happy Chaos, with having no reversals before. Of course, this Robokai in a similar lens, but I will say the biggest difference between those characters, other than the fact that, of course, HD was very uninteractable, is this character does some damage. My goodness, if you can manage this electricity meter very well, you can feel it. This 5H and the disjoint utilization of it has so much utility. Definitely let's see how Scary can navigate fighting a player as good as Jack. And the team is going so good, but a good throw here so far, keeping Jack set down in this corner.
And the FD is keeping you back. Jack found a chance to get that dash up 2K. Trying to take that space, but be aggressive about it. And because of that, we get rewarded with the round after that lucky launcher. Scary. Getting a little scary here with our back to the corner. Jack's throwing you down after that Capel shenanigans. And spending the deflect shield, Jack finds another throw. And this time the cross-up JH. Man, it hits low.
Yeah, that air dash back is so low to the ground. Gets the crushing it over. Holds up, though. Gets out of that 5D mix. 60 not going to find its mark there, but if at first it don't succeed, feel free to try again. Oh, doesn't able to get the full combo to finish. Jack ready with these fuzzy mashes there. 5D RC. Gonna give Scary a chance here to at least get some positive bonus working in their favor, but one good hit is all Jack needs to end this route. Let's just a little bit low and a simple standing 5P able to do it. Scary playing a little loose, a little quick there as well, trying to see if we can catch Jack slipping. But man, this is a player that you have to be as precise as possible in your choices, and just accept that if there is a fuzzy timing for your thing, Jack's probably looking for it. So really good stuff there. But so Jack taking game one. We'll see if Scary can figure out what we got to do against this robot menace as we get into game two.
Well, I mean, even in the first game where you'll see even the best players get checked a lot by some of that Millia shenanigans, Jack was air throwing Capels. We were blocking out the stagger pressure. I mean, there in the end, we found the gap there with that 5P off of the, off the double jump, trying to air stall in the air. We're still finding the anti-airs. We're breaking the wall right here. It's scary. I mean, did we even get some damage in? No, Jack gonna hold into that electricity, but dealing a lot of damage still regardless, and going to try to close out this round with that meaty close slash. Great play. Securing the perfect here. Jack looking strong. Scary. Hit him back. Hit him back. I didn't hear no bell.
We'll see what Scary can adjust as we go into it, but it's looking so well-rounded. Yeah, taking a couple throws, no big deal. Good combo so far. Gonna force Jack to get this burst, but unfortunately, Scary now getting put through this wall here. You finally opened him up and get burst to the corner just to take almost 50 back, and loves attempt from Jack here to use this 2H from Robokai to stop this Millia approach option. And thinking we can potentially punish out on that whiff 2D, but just put Jack in a good space to hit that meaty close slash. Scary looking a little bit lost on what to do, but I mean, it's Jack, right? This is a player I'm sure that you feel like it can feel impossible to hit them sometimes, so definitely doing our best as we go through here. As we get to game 3 here shortly, Jack looking a little too strong right now. The wah-wah-wahs are absolutely flying.
And at this point, I wouldn't say we're new to the character anymore, right? There's still stuff to learn always. But, maybe 3 weeks ago we were, oiling off the bearings. But right now, Jack is, we're fluid out here. We're pressing the buttons we want to press. Getting a counter hit here, Scary. Trying to be preemptive here with some of our S normals, the JS, the 2S. Getting around here with Jack, but there's that 2P to fight back.
2P gets the hit confirmed there into that 6K. Oh, drops to the route here. Unfortunate. Scary getting a chance to at least fight back with Jack in this mix here. Good block there. Inside first. Overhead. Time to get blocked out. RC keeps our turn going one more time. Jack is so comfortable waiting out, and FD in there finds the rocket to take it out. One round away from moving on to that winner side of top 8. Scary here getting a nice counter hit. Farkas to get himself started. Jack just fighting out with the standard good defense here. Stuck in this corner now. The guard crush is absolutely swinging.
And with that FD, found the space after that air dash JH to actually 6P down Scary. And now we're going to close out this set. Oh, not the drop though. After that counter hit combo, Jack still finds the hit with that red RC.
Two names y'all should be more than familiar with in this online Guilty Gear space, as already in this round, Red having to spend out that burst, not take any more of this absolute beatdown here. The mini close slash, oh, not quite hit confirmed enough to be able to do it, but Tie Twitch comes in out into the low. And I love the stagger pressure here from walking up, or sorry, the stagger walk pressure we're doing from Totsu. Yeah, counter hit for the troubles here. Red trying to open up, but nothing quite connects so far. And I swear, May Far Slash can do no wrong.
Okay, not enough to kill here though. Damn near close. You gotta worry about the chip and all. Red getting that raw BT though. The drone getting the combo after not getting our volleyball out in time before we're getting a little bit of a haircut. Gonna spend our burst to try to secure this round. But all of a sudden, dude, Red's in a winning position with one more throw, but it's going to be a throw from Totsu to stop the bleeding right there. Had to spend the burst, but at least we got the round.
Yeah, good stuff here. Also doing our best to try to run away as quickly as we can with this first game from Red, but Red just starts swinging out that coffin. But a good whip punish here. Oh, and Red trying to burst to keep Totsu stuck in that corner, but not able to find it. Defense here so far. Also trying their best here, but I think gets a delay, gets caught out, clips out the overhead one more time. A good 5P to fight back here.
Okay. And Totsu building up that 50 tension. Not going to have any tension for Mix here. Of course, you'll have the hard knockdown. Well, all May has there is strike throw. The throw, the start, the 2K to Mix. Totsu securing this game one.
Yeah, and the more I think about, like, it feels like a lot of Red's pressure was just essentially like fought out correctly. Like great backdash choices here from Totsu to call out some of these more like larger gap behemoth strings, and you know, we're just seeing like really good understanding of what our opponent wants to do and hitting them back. And you know, there's no shot to Red, but like it feels like Totsu just find those really big hits, those big starters to get ourselves going as we get into game 2 now.
Yeah, Totsu, she's good, so she's gonna find those moments. She's gonna make them happen.
Absolutely. Up Dolphin, pushing ourselves through again. The Armada at the ready. Has bait something out, but nothing quite biting here from Totsu. Just taking out, simply blocking, holding on to these big mids. Keep the same side here. Now I want to put ourselves in that corner against a burst. Let the drone handle out the mix here again. There's that burst out from Totsu. Keep ourselves in this first round.
Okay. We have the attention for the 3K. Red sees that 6H being charged, saying, nuh-uh, Totsu with a really good jab. Red having to look out for that far slash, man. We're taking notes every time it hits our head.
It's so worried about this, like, you know, this mid-normal here. Anti-air and better than a 6P. Can in the low behemoth. Gonna clip your toes here. Red. I know, the opportunity to finally breathe in this set so far to get around on the board, but oh, chases out that backdash with the close slash. Double catches come through again, puts you down, hit that soft knockdown, of course. So back to the neutral wall break we go.
Real quick, big shout outs to Fubuki with that raid. You didn't have to do that, homie. Thank you very much, guys. If y'all enjoyed watching Fubuki, she's been tearing it up all week in these onlines, including tonight. Go back, make sure you watch her VODs. Give her a follow. Always check out her perspective when you're watching the tournaments. But for now, lock in. We got a match in front of you. Red, low HP, but in a good spot to try to close it out here against Totsu. She does have the burst to fight back with.
Oh my gosh, hits him with the side switch there. Totsu has to burst it back and falls with another behemoth to clip you for your attempt. 2 anti-air in return. RedIAmNot evening up the set between these two. One apiece.
Awesome stuff. Man, that hit so close to the ground. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to see where Strive ends up falling, man, after some of these big games start getting settled in, stuff starts coming out.
It's like, will the same Titans stick around? You know, are they looking for different pastures, or will they try new things and be like, you know, maybe I do really like Strive, you know? Definitely interesting time. You know, it's a good time to be a fighting game player right now, that's for dang sure. As Red, of course, and Totsu pushed to this corner. Fuzzy blocks the first one on the way up there, but hits you with a bit of 5D mix. The drone to break the wall. Try to chase through with that PRC, not gonna find any mark.
Totsu not afraid to commit to spending that FD. She is not letting you land a BT unless she's got a big bubble around her. Red's still finding the hits though. And you may be mitigating that chip, but the hits are adding up. Red trying to get something started here. Oh my god, yo, the punch is going crazy. Totsu baiting the burst after two.
Yeah, recovered in time off of that air dash here. Send the Yamada-san through the wall. Get the hard knockdown. Big chunk of damage on Goldlewis here. And staggers it through. Gets that close slash. Beautiful routing here from Totsu. Evening up the rounds. This set could not be any closer between these two.
Okay. One JD later. Totsu having the burst though. Slow it down. Red trying to cover that screen presence, trying to be preemptive against some of those horizontal dolphins from totsubunger. The throws getting weaved in. Oh, it's curtains with that cross up. Red playing with our food at the end. Still able to close it out. Up 2-1. Trying to make it up to winners semis. Winners finals.
And Totsu, I'm not sure if they wanted backdash here. You see it right there at the end. Maybe thinking this would be one of the different behemoths that were backdashable, but I feel like the drone had so much of that covered for it. It'd be really tough to do. As Red just kind of, you know, finding the swing in those tides, able to figure out maybe what some of Totsu's more, you know, on defense, you know, fuzzy options are, and we were just fighting back. Coffin swing by coffin swing as we get to our fourth game now. Marcemi's in a good air throw here from Totsu to start us off.
Yeah, that was a quick reaction from her. Probably is looking out for that jump option from Red on the round starts though. I should be paying more attention. Maybe that's something Red's been showing. That's why Totsu's playing the game. I'm just watching it right now, but anyone can see what Goldlewis wants to do at full screen with 50 tension. That burn it down actually not turning into much after. Totsu in a great spot considering what was spent.
True, but we're stuck in this corner now. No defensive options behind it. No meter. The flex shield even get a bit of space right now as we're just constantly having to block out these behemoth sequences. Eventually we're going to get clipped though. Drone gets set. Overhead blocked. Overhead again. We jumped out enough to at least fuzzy block it. But our health is just being whittled down. No way to bust out Red here on set point.
Good just box here on these Dolphins. The FD's keeping you back. Wow, Red ready for the clash cancel.
Gets right past that 2K there. Totsu, moment to fight back. Both players here recognizing that one wrong move. Make this round not go in their favor. But the defense here for Totsu is so good, but you have to block forever. Eventually you're gonna get hit, and a close slash starter is not the button you want to be hitting. To break the wall, gonna get himself in one more mix again here. If we get opened up, this could spell the end for Totsu.
Ooh. Okay, let's say we hadn't committed yet to an air option, but was a little too high up and couldn't get the punish. So Red still in a great spot here. Doesn't have the tension to force the neutral here. Totsu doesn't have anything to fight back with, but nice clash cancel counter hit from her. Having 50 built up after these scrambles back and forth. Keeps Goldlewis in the corner. A shimmy gets answered by the burst, but at this point we have the burn it down to play the neutral for us. The flex shield to try to stay alive here.
My God, and a simple run-up throw is what ends that incredibly tense, fast few, like 15-20 seconds there. Both players are trying to overextend too much. Our players are ready to start swinging. Of course, Jack on the Robo. We have Insert on the May. Seen these two play so many times. Jack on a few different characters. Insert essentially always being on this May to get it going here. And a throw tech to start ourselves off here. No burst being used quite yet. There, get the carpet down, get some electricity built up, get that level 3 rocket to hold some space for us. First burst being spent by Insert.
Jack here. I like how that stagger pressure Insert was using the FD to push you back, but Jack had a secondary win con of all those FD back normals. Jack was being pushed back onto the rug. So the electricity being high here is thanks to just, you know, taking away Insert's meter, keeping up the pressure, building your own meter. It's some crazy, you know, win con that you have to look at on Jack's side. Is able to play the resource game a lot more than you may think on the first glance. Great stuff, finishing off stuff here for Jack.
It's that great 5H, such a strong poke option for Robokai. Oh, the run-up throw here by Insert. Oh, good side switch here. Jack definitely not ready for that one. Set out the carpet, get up that electricity, built back up. The level 2 still enough to get ourselves going. Set out a brand new one here again. 2H to chase the jump, start up, and a good 6P here. If I remember saying the Robokai 6P is not that good, but Jack here showing you that it's very, very usable.
Oh, great. Dash block there against that 5H. Jack still finds her way in. Maybe able to get the wall break regardless. That little bit of electricity on top. And then the throw to finish it. Great stuff here from Jack. Insert going down. Had so much meter too, but Jack's just keeping it strong here at the very end.
Go. Ooh. Gets the 2DOTG. Jack. It's looking so comfortable, right? It's like, how do you open up someone here who just plays the standard defense so well?
How do you kill that which has no life?
With the way some of these players lock in and get good at these games, man, definitely feels that way. And we are baiting bursts right now and being rewarded for it. Great stuff to Insert here in this game too already.
Oh, that air stall from Jack was nuts, man. Okay, a couple of tricks like that and it's a Robokai round. But that was a crazy overhead from Insert. Oh my God, I got hit.
Little fast RC drift here to clip you in the noggin. Jack not feeling too thrown off or deterred from it there. Hits the command grab, gets some electricity back again. Sets out the mat. Another one, high-low. This time 6P gonna come out and answer. You have to JH if you want to call it 6P, but then the mix is considerably lower when you can't use that JS. But Jack tries to chase with the BRC. Not gonna find its mark though. Insert here has a good opportunity to take this game.
Oh, with that H Dolphin, Jack found a way to jab that 5H trade, benefiting us here. Nice far slash to call out the pony. It was a low level, so it wasn't fast enough. Insert gonna get bursted back here. Jack in a little bit of electricity back.
Oh, and tries to get the cancel there off of the 2H. Not able, still a little bit 2+ to make it work out. Good stuff to Insert here. Bit of an oopsie there from Jack. Allows Insert to get their turn back and take it and even up this score. One apiece here. Winner of this will get to move on and, of course, fight RedIAmNot, who is waiting for their opponent.
And RedIAmNot, damn, Red may have been in winners finals like maybe like the past 5 Jeeklys in a row or something. Like, so honestly, Jack has been up. I mean, excuse me, Red has been up there consistently. Jack used to be up there consistently also. But I don't know. Maybe we're starting a new trend here in the Robokai. Insert with a really strong start here to this first round.
Yeah, find a connect there. Good JH on the side switch. But the Rockets are ready. And yeah, you try to backdash after there, but that 5H just goes so far. And of course, if being disjointed, such a great poke option as the Robokai trying to feel out your pressure. But if I find it there, gets the gap called out there with that wake up super insert. Recognizing the frame data, be able to do it. Good delay burst here from Jack to be able to get another chance to keep themselves in this first round. We have meter at the ready, chases with 2D. BRC for an extra layer to cover it out, but a good tech here by insert. Find it out here. Oh, gets us off knocked in there with the 3K, but the run-up throw to do it. I should say the command grab. Good stuff to insert here, keeping themselves in this, taking that first round.
That counter hit 2S to start it off in the first place was awesome. Good backdash there from Jack. Knowing that that wasn't going to connect. Insert still finds that counter hit though. It's finding this pressure in. Doesn't get that air normal, but gets the nice jab on the ground. Jack still finding our way in with those 2Ks though.
Oh, a chance to set a free mat out there as well. Again, high electricity at the ready. And beautiful routing choices there. 100 electricity at the ready. Rockets are going to start flying here, I'm sure. Oh, but a good throw here. Insert saying, Jack, you better make it real as the 5D into the RC. I'm gonna find the charge 6H to come out. Another 5H poke here to get it again. Sets out the mat. RC one more time. Insert probably gonna hold on to this burst. Absolutely. To get an evened out one round apiece here in our game 3. Both these players absolutely hungry to move forward. Get a piece of that pot, of course, because you're guaranteed top 3 if you can make it to the next set, 2 winners finals. See if insert can do what they need to do to cut fight against back, but a good 2P here. Jack so ready with these fuzzy options.
I mean, yeah, we got that because of the IBs to start as well. Jack with a full charge dust to punish that reversal. Already about to try to secure this game if we can with this tension. A full stick of butter, anything will do it. We get to see the Beetle. There he is. He's working overtime.
100 meter as well. Redface able to do it. Oh, it actually locks the timer. I didn't know. I've never seen that super used before. So Jack here showing that we have the meter. We can do it. I think that cancel would have worked regardless there. But hey, putting the Beetle in the top 8 graphic.
I should have had the replay when we did the install, but you know, I don't know. Lesson learned. I don't see that moment very often.
Yeah, I was curious if there's like a way where like the timer would still go and maybe you can get the explosion at like the end of the super or something to extend it, but no, it sort of just like locks the countdown timer. So cool stuff there. Jack showing off some pretty fun new things. Robokai, surprisingly, it's only been out for a few weeks, right? And you know, Jack looking so dang good, of course, on this character. You really can feel like they have found what they're looking for. And Nuclear and Strive, of course, Happy Chaos. Definitely a very different version so far, and the mix keeps on coming. And if you show you know how to fight the JS from Robokai, they will happily move to that JH. That will absolutely counter hit that 6P attempt. Good stuff to Jack here. 1 round away from moving on.
On set point. Trying to keep you back here. Vertical Dolphin being answered back by that burst. Jack taking all that electricity though, saying, okay, I'm good sitting here. Doesn't have that much tension though. Nice air throw from insert, answering that air stall, the 5DRC after Jack taking damage.
Big damage indeed here. 20 follow up again. Good IED off of that JD as well. Beautiful routing here from Jack. Insert feeling the pressure of that. Tries to burst it out, get our turn back. Connect with the run-up throw. Charging to the 6H. Able to keep it going. Up Dolphin to find that last hit we need. Insert staying alive here in our game 4. See if we can end up, take us to a game 5 potentially. Or if it'll be a Jack 3-1 as we're moving forward here. And what a good hit confirmed to keep the routing going. My goodness.
Oh my gosh.
A bit of a moment there.
We're shaking hands, man. Whew. Insert. Still getting in with that S Dolphin though. Jack keeping you back with his burst.
Jack just tried to move forward, and your reward is getting put through this wall. Positive, gonna start rolling in here for insert. Good defense here. Far slash gets pressed, finds what we're looking for connection-wise. Close slash dagger into the 2K. Keeps it going one more time. 2H catches your landing recovery. Be careful what you press, but RC, keep ourselves going, but the 5D gonna do it. Good stuff. Insert getting us to a game 5.
Whew. Okay. That's what this top 8's gonna look like. There was a chance we were going to see both Mays on that winner side. And on another thread of the timeline, potentially, but... Right now, we're going to see if it's going to be at least one. It'll be insert here. Wow! Oh my god! Stuffs it out. Counter hit confirms after. Jack! Answer with the rocket as well?
Oh my gosh. Time to close up there to get potential command grab with the FT, push you a little bit too far out. Beautiful recognition and routing again, put you through the wall. All the hands are at the ready. But we're going to hold that input, keep as much electricity in our pocket as we get through this wall. This time the Wigasuit is going to connect here, not bait it out here from Jack. It's like delay here, Rinser here. How's it coming out? Back to fight that far slash again. May far slash doing so much for our Mays tonight. And super pusher through the wall, gonna get that hard knockdown.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, didn't insert do that against Nam as well? That same side is mean. Jack here getting hit by that close slash, but it's a burst to keep you back. Has that electricity gaining. Insert with 50. Trying to be patient with how we spend it. Jack finds her way out because nice red RC there from insert. It may be a wall break, but goes for the throw. Jack actually may turn into some corner pressure.
So we'll get around level 3 rockets then. The good JH here from Jack's gonna find her, so get the hard knockdown. ID back, even on the backdash, still catches the hit, but no hard knockdown routing. We'll get soft, so we are stuck against this corner against May. And as long as we can finish our food here, it should be a dead Jack, and it is. Insert through some solid, well-rounded play and scrapping back. Takes it 3-2 over Jack and moves on to winners finals.
Awesome stuff, man. We're going to see what we have then. So Red's going to be going up against Insert. Insert, another player who hasn't yet gotten that champion role, but it's just, you know, I don't know. It's not a matter of if, but when. So we'll see when. It could be tonight. I mean, I don't know, man. There aren't very many players, I'm gonna keep it a buck, that got that crazy stamina to win 6 games like that and win from the loser side of a bracket like this, but one of them is Jack, so you still got to keep your eyes on him and that Robo Kai. But until then, guys, we're on your loser side of the bracket now. Coming up next, it's going to be ScaryEsquire and Classified. They're already on the stands. Should be good to go in a moment.
Yeah, definitely excited to see Classified pulling up and playing here. I saw them playing some games against LK, I think it was like a stream or two ago, and he mentioned that he essentially had not played since before the Tokon beta had started. So, you know, getting back into the swing of things, of course, and yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, there's a lot of very new, exciting games that are either out or very close to being out, of course, and so, you know, these players stretching out their limbs a little bit, trying out other fighting games. You know, maybe you end up finding your next favorite game. Maybe it helps you appreciate the game you have currently, right? Like, a lot of these players have put in a lot of work to get to this level of quality and performance, and so I'm sure it feels pretty good when you're kind of able to hop back into the vehicle that you know most well. But, you know, as we all have experienced with fighting games, right, like, the ability to learn so much stuff, and like when you first start out, like, you know, the longer you played fighting games, like, yeah, you might get stuck at something that you really like or you really prefer, but like the skill that you get at getting better at learning fighting games like only goes up as you keep trying new things. And so I think the like I myself with like Avatar lately since it's come out has been like, wow, like it's crazy how quickly you pick up, or like you know what you need to look for, or like what's important for, you know, like standard fighting game-esque things. And so it's been very, very cool to, you know, I'm very excited for all these new games coming out here, but very much still enjoying Strive. I mean, this is a game that absolutely brought me in ever since I saw the first trailer for it, and it was like, you know, Soul and Kai swinging at each other, and then they, you know, like they first teased Nago all these years ago. Now it's crazy. This game's been out for over 5 years now at this point. Still getting a ton of entrants, still doing very, very well at majors attendee wise. Level of competition is still, you know, going up, right? So definitely a great place to be. But here we go, get into our losers side. Of course, the losers round 1. And Classified pulling up on the Ramlethal versus ScaryEsquire's Millia. Let's get to it.
We'll see. The watermelon soda Classified. We'll see what we got here. Was playing the Jacko for some of these Doom matchups for Giovanna, but now we've been seeing the Ramlethal. And honestly, it's been looking pretty strong. Classified, believe it or not, just good at the game. So able to pick up these strong characters and look strong on them. Scary with the Septum Voices secures the wall break.
Get that hard knockdown there with a double crossover on the JH. Comes for us all. Great recognition there. Scary getting that left, right into the hit here. And follows down with the 2K2D deflect shield. I thought I get some space here against this Millia, but Scary not trying to overcommit right now, knowing to be hit by Ramlethal can definitely hurt. But we are absolutely running laps around right now. Classified need to find a chance to be able to fight back, but we are not finding our moment, Jeek.
Nice Daro confirm here from Class. Scary, gonna have 100 here. Is low on HP, but does have a lot of tension to keep you locked down. Nice pickup with that Capel. Gonna use the Septum Voices to break the wall, the hard knockdown. Not the best on Millia, but nothing to scoff at. And with that bit of mix, the Red RC, after surely being close /OS, didn't even need to see it. Gonna be able to take game 1.
Stuff to Scary here. Just good, simple piloting, getting our knockdowns and keeping Classified absolutely guessing here. Didn't even get an opportunity to use that burst. Didn't want to give Scary the time of day on that one then. But Class gonna be sticking on this Ram here, at least for game 2. Curious to see if we see a Geo come out here, if we do drop another one. But ScaryEsquire so far looking pretty comfortable in this driving seat. Oh, what a good J214S here.
And Scary, by the way, this is his first time in a top 8 at Jeekly, man. So we're going to see how deep we get with this run, but already got that roll in the Discord, so good stuff.
Love to see the improvement of these players, because 6P, wake up throw, so you better make it real. I respect that. Then again, good JS to chase in the skies, bring it down with the Bad Moon. Got an empty jump out here. The RC to keep the combo going. Another re-jump. To get the wall break, and we find it here. Scary looking absolutely too clean right now against Class's Ram. Makes me wonder here if Class is kind of feeling the Ram right now in this version. Wants to put it all the way through. If it was a Ram only night here, will we see that Giovanna if we get to this game 3?
I mean, definitely has some strong normals to try to fight back against that Millia in terms of demanding control of specific space, but definitely got to be careful about if you're whipping those buttons or not, and just throwing out the 5H and that bar slash. ScaryEsquire is already showing that we're willing to air dash right over them, so already has the layer 1 to beat what you would be trying to be preempted with in the first place. Scary running away with it.
But a good jump out here from Class. Puts down Scary in this corner. Oh, and the BRC mix, the empty low coming through, the Morto Bato to break the wall. Class is not out of this game yet. Already have Scary in this corner. Off the wall break too. The goes for the low after. Let the sword explosion pick it up there from that 2D. Good stuff to Class here. Looking much more alive here in this game too.
Oh wow, the goal burst. Okay. Gonna put you in a great spot. Even here on defense here at 50 tension. So Class can turn any stray hit into a red RC to bait the burst as well. Oh my gosh, great spot here for Classified.
Love that. Just Rekka 1, Rekka 2, and then you get essentially a bit of a safe jump option. Option to be essentially a high-low. Ooh, I don't think they want looking for that 5D. No meter behind it. Send all 3 Rekkas just to make sure it's as true as possible. There's the first throw after the explosion. Late into the overhead. We're scratching it out. They have a second sword to hit the second hit, though. But Deflect Shield can't stop the sword from flying at you. Good stuff to Classified. Says the Ram is more than enough to take out this Millia. We'll have to see. Scary kind of continue to work around here, but Class looking a lot more comfortable right now as we got deeper into the set.
I mean, Scary definitely having some great plays around this Ramethal in general. Classified definitely, you know, I'm assuming that, you know, it's maybe not a matchup we've seen that much, and Millia is one that's going to make you slow down a bit, right? Like, you know what you want to be doing, your game plan here on this Ramethal. You've been playing it out against the best. But you got ScaryEsquire just unga bunga at you, man. Like, it's going to make you slow down a bit. But we are picking things up here. Look at this round. Nice job, Scary. Gonna go down here, Classified with the windshield wiper, secure that OTG. Here we got here, Scary with that double jump, trying to dance around you a bit here. Nice mix up here with these turbo falls. Able to stay on top of you despite that deflect shield, but okay, nasty air throw from Classified.
Yeah, a little too many IAD resets then. Class definitely got sniffed it out, able to call it out with that air throw, but yeah, it could be tough to chase this Millia unless you have a very aerial driven character as well, but nice. I feel like Scary here is just playing incredibly loose here, just trying to catch Classified off their mark and get them to overextend, but RC's keep a little more plus. 2KT is going to find their mark, get a bit of mix going here. Scary needs to hit one more to actually connect then, but Class too ready to beat out some of these fake options here from the Millia. Finds it through, good hit recognition there. Gets the kill with that S-Disc here. ScaryEsquire evening out the rounds.
A clean finish with S-Disc. Able to get around that far slash so quick there. ScaryEsquire still stuck in the corner though. Couldn't get that pick up there with H-Sword, but the counter hit on Scary's wake up. Classified secures the wall break with Mortabato. And the Flex Shield, despite that, still gets on top of you with the flip kick. The H-Sword pop gives you the combo. One more string will do it, and it's going to be that S-Sword pop.
And yeah, you can still see some of the spots where, you know, Class definitely still on the newer side with this Ram, but, you know, can't blame players of this level trying to figure out if there is maybe a guaranteed top there waiting for them. Yeah, good stuff there, Class. Able to slow down a little bit of what Scare's looking to do here and just get that simple, good routing into that game win. Currently 2-1. Class just needs one more game to move on to losers round one into that losers quarterfinals here. And Scary, will this be the end from this top 8 run? And top 8 definitely nothing to scoff at when it comes to these Jeeklies. So many good players pull up week after week to do their best. And you know what? If at first you don't succeed, send out an empty hair car. Their round start there, just to let Class know.
Yeah, let them know who you're playing against. Hit him with the jump scare. Say, hey, here's a hint.
It's Scary. It's just moving around. I love it, you know, and that must feel so good as Millie to have so many great air options and tools to keep it going. 2K2D after the RC. Goldberg sees himself back in this corner. Tries to get a throw one more time, but the fuzzy jump calling you out. Good patience so far. It's another knockdown.
Nice job.
Onto that meter.
Only one more hit will do it, Ganion. Trying to dance away with that JS, but Scary cleans it up with the 2K. All right, claps back.
Yeah, this very like elusive style we're seeing here from Scary. Definitely getting some dividends, but fortunately, Ram's got some big swords, and nothing feels good about finding ourselves jumping right into those here, as Class has to spend both swords to get the mix to open up, but all you gotta do is break the wall to get those back again. Checks it out here. Got for a basic hit. So it's just gonna find it. Scary holding on to that burst, knowing that definitely gonna need that for this potential final round here. It's Class here on set point.
Oh, Scary finding our way in with that Mirage Needle. Didn't burst it back. Classified. Keeping it down with the cat claws. H sword pop. Keeps the pressure up. Scary still finding our way out. That may have been an air throw attempt. Classified trying to slow down this Millia, but Scary trying to get it started. Nice Daro.
Yeah, that was fun here. So good from Class. Oh, but this time the empty low again. Finds it. One more mix. Wires to get a bit of space immediately after. Oh, no full hit confirm here from Class. Not able to get the dart to good, but a good 5P. We were standing and waiting. Gets the cancel into that Morto Bato earlier, and definitely did their best there. Oh, maybe we are just a classic May color play. You know what? Embodying the OG character. You love to see it. What you don't love to see is your burst being eaten by this Nagoriyuki here. Sir Kapa, definitely one of the spookiest Nagos in the business right now. 5P not going to find its mark, though. Has to burst here to keep Nam off of us there. But a 3K into that RC. Damage may be down, but the utility's still so high.
Kappa, despite that momentum burst, Nam still took it down the screen and has you in the corner. You got 50 tension to play with, but you can't play with it and hit stun. Nam uses that reversal to finish off the round. But, I mean, Kappa showing you that this Nagoriyuki is explosive. And if I'm not mistaken, I gave Nam her flowers about first time Jeekly top 8. First time for Kappa also. So we're all getting in here, man. The freshman for our Jeekly top 8. That's awesome.
Yeah, you love to see that. But that there's this many players who are still finding themselves getting into these upper echelons of some of the names we recognize so much. And Sir Kappa I have the ability to see fairly often at this point, and the improvement is absolutely there. Now I'm definitely making me a fan of their May as well, as Sir Kappa gets now pushed this corner. Gonna find the bite, another bite again, reset and keep it going. Check and see what Nam is looking to do. Doesn't get the back hit on that Dolphin though. The burst being spent anyway for Sir Kappa just to get the turn back here. Will Nam use their burst in response? No RC to keep it going after. Just get the 50 now.
Oh my gosh, enough time to see the idle animation. Nam so patient here, and will that win us the round? After that tech, an amazing clash cancel on that JP from Nam. We were slamming that P button, bro.
Yeah, great recognition as well. Not only doing, and obviously I'm sure in the routing there, but just like a lot of times you see the clash cancel, you're doing it anyway, and then it happens and you're like, oh, I still get the route, and yeah, just enough falling there to get that close slash pickup. Good stuff to Nam here, taking this first game. But of course, Sir Kappa definitely won't just be taking that. Gonna do their best to fight back here. Show you the true power of these giant Nago normals. But it can be a little bit tough to swat this, you know, Dolphin Rider out of the sky. We'll see what happens in game 2 here. That's what we're gonna get. But hey, a 3K to get ourselves going. Sir Kappa, oh my gosh, good fight out there. Rookie.
Okay.
Time. Good tech.
Yeah, we were trying to bait the burst. Kappa was patient with it. Able to get that connection and get our way out of the corner. Cost a little bit of blood, but hey, I'll make that trade. Look at the damage, bro. Catching your backdash. Didn't think that Nam would get hit there. So spent the Yukimo Yoi, did the clone forward. Nam was ready for the reversal. Now it's either player's round.
Oh, got the empty into the low to catch it here. Super to break the wall. Gonna be enough to do it there. Good stuff to Nam.
Bro, if y'all thought that was cool, exclamation point Matcherino, claim those Matcherino codes. Still got a lot left in the pot. Every 4 claimed adds $1 for free to the players, and we're in top 8, so we're trying to get some of that pie. You know what I'm saying? Kappa with the cool air route right here, sitting you down with your back to the wall. 5Ds the mix. We're breaking it.
Yeah, Yeah, and I think you can get another loop as well with that JD. Chose essentially to not go for the wall break, and Nam now fighting back. Intentionally drops it out. Pleasure to come out here again, but the 2H gonna find its mark. Jumps way through here, tries to send the up dolphin, but the far slash gonna able to connect. PRC scaling, keeping Nam at least in this round. And RC's drift to keep it going here. But wasn't really looking at the blood, the burst, saving our life here. We'll see what Nam. So much patience right now, and she gets to cancel in the JP. Sir Kapa not ready. Maybe thinking that Nam was just gonna wait out the blood meter, but we pulled up when we least expected. 2-0 right now for Nam. But man, these both players making it close.
Man, that is crazy stuff. You know, Kappa was like, oh, second chance? Let me just get one clip. That's all I need. Okay, so great patience there from Nam. Found her way in. Didn't get too flustered by that blood pop. Kappa still with some great play. Whoa, we're about to steal, swap the sides, bring it to the corner with this counter. Hey, we're going to put you there regardless.
Keep trapping out here, just trying to see if we can get Nam. This was too much. The forward dolphin going to find its mark. Tries to get the back with that JH, but no one's going to find anything home. Far slash able to find her connection here. Nam definitely not going to be this round lucky to do. An unfortunate drop here for Sir Kapa. A good fuzzy 5P, good routing choices here again. Let's Sir Kapa at least take this first round in this game 3 to prevent this 3-0.
Okay. Sick round. Getting high there on the blood when you're in the corner. Being up to that level 3. Be a good way to box you around. Nam finding her way to actually put this Nago in the corner though. You do have the burst. You do have the YRC potentially. But just the 2S punish finds our way out. Nice 6B red RC. Lines you up. Back to the wall. Nam ready with the burst.
Burst being spent. Not much life left to keep ourselves going in it. Good block on the 5D. We were ready. Oh, but not quite what we're going to challenge with there with the 6H. Nam finding our way back in here. The robbery might be at the ready. The back with the JH here. And there's no way. But Nam believed and finds himself here, evening out the rounds. One away from moving on in this loser's side. Sir Kapa going to find a good back throw, though. Keep themselves in it.
Good jabs here. Nam making those 5 frames deadly out here. Kappa finding our way in with that fast RC though. Routes in that credit card. Not making too much of it though. So Nam finds her way in. Blocks the 5D mix. Kappa trying to get some started here. Nice jab confirm here. Nam will be getting her burst.
Flex shield for space, but the JPs now we have no access to any potential burst, and Island's rounds to be able to kill. Recognize it was absolutely there. Burst on the close side. We were ready here. The up dolphin, we can finish the routing. It is Nam able to do it. He in that top 4 position. I think it started in out ready, and that far slash from May, I swear, definitely the most hit confirmed I've seen on that normal in a long time right now. As Clash already has them work to this corner.
Back in the show for one thing, guys. Exclamation point Matcherino. Claim those Matcherino codes if you guys can. All those raids coming in. Thank you very much, everybody, for helping out, watching, strive. If you want to support your players for free, Matcherino is going to be the way to do it. Classified out here showing off this Ramethal. Good 6P there through the H sword. Can be a great way to try to get away from that projectile. Still a strong fireball. Classified bringing you down to the corner here. Totsu getting low on that HP. Now the throw pressure is getting added on.
BRC mix there. Oh my gosh, the dash back into the JK. Absolutely grimy. Classified here showing so much of this good BRC mix. No matter if it's on the Geo, no matter if it's on the Ramlethal, Class will find a way when we got the 50. And a round already taken out there. And good retreating J214S taking out the Dolphin approach here from Totsu. And a big punish here. Looking so good on this Ram. We are absolutely warmed up right now.
For sure. Oh my, everything is just working, bro. We ondoed to beat the 6P. The Totsu tried to beat with H sword. I mean, I won't repeat the whole scenario. You saw it. Classified was just right every single time. And we're keeping up the pressure. H sword to lock you down. B or C for the mix. Totsu trying to just air dash back button, but Classified with the air throw looking mean, man.
What did we whiff on the ground here? Like, was it close slash off of this fuzzy jump? Let's see. No, it is nothing. Okay, so yeah, we didn't ever do anything at all. We just wanted to see if Totsu was willing to hold up there. Like, yeah, there would have been no way we could have been able to punish that there. Great stuff here, Class. Just bringing out that standard strong Ram gameplay. Get them locked into the corner. Add the extra layer of that BRC. Make the mix more potent. Be able to kind of potentially call out any of his reversal defensive options. Deflect shields, YRC, you name it. Man, this could be a whole new arc here for Class with this Ramlethal. Like, we definitely saw Jacko for only some certain matchups right now, but man, a pairing of potentially Ram and Geo could definitely take you pretty far. We'll see as we get through here further in the set already. Class having to spend that burst then, and Totsu finding the right hit here, and a big chunk of damage is about to come out for it.
Classified low in this HP, does have that 50 tension to play with, and you are Ramlethal, so you always got that in your back pocket, but totsubunger still able to close out that round, keep that pressure up until the very end. But Classified finding our way out with that 2K fight. Totsu keeping back with these FDs on Classified stagger pressure. The S sword still connects though, and close enough to the wall, secures this mortar bottle wall break.
Says IBFD, no problem here. I'll just throw you after anyway. Push right to the corner we go. Good jump out here, falling with that JH. Totsu gonna get clipped for their troubles here. This time we're ready with that fuzzy throw to call it off the 2K option. Burst being sent by Class. Be able to answer back, but good dash bucket forward in that down back. Stops out. Oh, but we already threw that sword. We didn't have access to our H sword yet. You get that PRC. Scaling over pretty heavy against us here. Not gonna be enough to kill.
And Totsu holding on to her burst there. Was wise to not fall to fear for that first combo, but Classified still finding that JS to close it out. Totsu in a great spot burst advantage wise, if it even needs to come up. Of course, you can just play some cracked offense and not even have to worry about pushing your opponent back, but with that 5D connection, yeah, Totsu gonna spend that blue burst to get out of the corner.
We're not going to find its mark here. 2S starter. Totsu do a good chunk of damage. Has Class stuck in this corner into the throw. Fast RC up there. Gets the charge 6H actually as well. Pretty interesting spot and routing here. Not much health left for Class. But the stagger pressure a little bit too much as well. Any good clip to do it. It may just be a mid, but your health bar is usually going to be gone after if it connects. Good stuff to Totsu. Getting a game apiece now between these two. Is this a shift in the tides here, or will Class be able to answer back? You'll have to find out as we get into our third game now. Will we get a game 5? Will it be a back and forth, or let's see if Totsu has figured out how to stop Class's newest addition to that roster.
Okay, when you're able to get some 2Ks, you're looking good. Classified with a good jab, keeping down Totsu here. Speaking of, Totsu jabbing right back. Trying to box with this Ramlethal, and that's really what we're doing, man. We're just taking our turns to run our offense. It was Classified who was going to secure that wall break first. Totsu having to spend that burst. Classified doing it right back. Then that red RC from Totsu. They're going to take you down the screen to the corner. But Classified honestly in a great spot because, yeah, the HP is low, but the tension's so high. Just a couple of mix-ups.
Also, one of those aspects too is that, you know, Ram spends both her swords under pressure. If you break the wall on her, she gets the swords back. I think it feel a little bit tough again, but Class has stuck in this corner now. Blocked out on the overhead, so going to keep it going. BRC mix into the throw. Not enough to kill with the close slash OTG, but delays out in the 2K to clip it. Good stuff to Class. Maintain that composure here in that first round. It takes it in our game 3. Empty and throw. Chasing deep in again, retreating in the overhead. The mix is never ending, Jeek.
Yeah, I like that. I think it was like JK aggression order. Fire C, definitely a weird angle there from the air, but still gets you away. Didn't have the H sword quite yet. It looked like maybe. Definitely some weird stuff happening. We're trying to get our resources back. Classified still finds the wall break regardless. And with this wiper, Red RC is going to be able to bait out that burst and put ourselves in a great position to keep moving through this loser side of the bracket. But Totsu's not out of it yet.
Will this be the center era of the win-loss, 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 and they'll go to a game for Totsu's going to have to answer back or find themselves at least out of the Jeekly for this week. But Totsu, a pretty big regular when it comes to these Jeeklys then, so I'm sure we'll be seeing them again if they would be their end. But, you know, can't say I wouldn't believe that class has the ability to pull out this Ram, but already looking pretty darn comfy. A lot of these BRC mix-ups are absolutely at the ready, utilizing these swords so dang well. But a close slash going to find it out. Put you through the wall here again. Get some positive rolling in, and both those swords are back on deck.
S sword to start our turn. Totsu stuck here by the H sword, but finds that far slash counter at Classify with no swords. Is going to go for that momentum burst. Totsu finds her way out of the corner, and now she's mid-screen. Well, in fact, she's got your back to the wall, but good 6 feet from Class.
Yeah, a bit of a drop combo. Really unfortunate then. Totsu, a sliver of life left. Still gets to keep the burst for now, but any chip could do it. Yeah, just sends out the H sword and says, all right, see if you can dig deep and figure it out. Totsu here on the verge of getting knocked out of the Jeekly 103. Class right now. Good 5P to stagger out, fight out there from defense again. But these IBFDs from both sides here, putting players in an uncomfortable spot, but good routing here from Totsu to put a good chunk of damage into Class's Ram.
And Totsu here, she has no meter yet. That positive bonus did just give her the 50 that she needs. Nice block on that cross up, the PRC. Classified doesn't take that invitation to press, and now we're trying to get out of the corner. Totsu trying to box you back with those 5K. She finds her punish. The 5D, not big enough. I know it's May. She's going to try to get out of this corner here with this 50 tension. I know it, but the overhead after. Nice fuzzy there from Classified. Doesn't matter what character we're playing, we're going to mix you with a BRC fuzzy.
Showing the power of what you can get off it there. Drifting down there, but the F-Shiki gets the overhead with the JK after. Class doing their best here to potentially end it right now, but the 3K going to find its mark. Totsu keeping it burst safe, though. I've been pretty surprised if Class was willing to spend it in that round there. Better to make sure you're right there. Both players with the dash up into backdash, by the way. We are playing some Guilty Gear Strive right now. I'll be the first one to get hit, but already walked to this corner right now against Ramlethal. The H sword holding you down. S sword to keep it going. Good tech here. Another air tech here. Totsu playing such good defense right now.
IB's keeping this Ramlethal back. Not getting that punishment we want, and the baited burst from Classified. Having the 50 in the pocket. This Calvados is going to deal a lot. It's actually going to be enough, even with the May. Good recognition there from Classified to go for that overdrive.
Jack on that Robo Kai. Nam here on this May. We'll see if we can deal with the scary behemoth on this robot that is Jack right now. Already off to a pretty good start there. Good blocks on the overhand low, but throws in that gap. Good recognition of knowing what to do and baits out the burst here. This couldn't be going any better for Nam to start us off.
Oh my gosh. Yo, look at the damage there on that reversal. Nam didn't catch you there with the low. Jack, unfortunately, having to go through the May gauntlet. So if you're learning this exact matchup, well, there's a lot of footage in tonight's VOD, !YouTube. Check out this one, all the other ones. Would love for y'all support. Closing out that round. Had a great start with that one conversion. That damage was insane. It was like 70% damn near. With the strong start up around.
This Robo guy definitely not made of true metal here. A little bit tinfoily in a lot of ways for like how he falls apart, but Jack doing their best to keep himself in it here. 6P to call it out. Nam saying I want none of that. Tries to move forward. Jack perfectly content, and like that's one thing you feel like you don't want the Robo guys to get access to that 3 electricity. They're willing to counter poke you back with this 5H, and even though they whiffed it here, still able to stop the approach here. Nam able to take that first round here, but Jack looking so much more ready in this second one as we get into it there. Of course, a round apiece. Jack answering back.
I love when it's the 6H, man. Every time we get opportunity to see that normal on the screen, I get so happy. Nice lucky launcher frame trap there. Now I'm trying to press. Jack spending electricity saying, nuh-uh. Using that level 2 pony to try to get in, but Nam finds a jab and a throw.
Empty into the low. Overhead blocked out here. Jack trying best to do. Tries to take the scooter on the way out. Fires out the rockets. Low electricity now. A lot of our cancels not so good. Yeah, does a simple carpet drop as well. Back to 2 at least, but the 6P not going to find its mark there. Has to burst to keep ourselves alive. A good 5P starts with the anti-air, blocking out on that 5D. The defense looking so good from Jack. We can't block forever. Nam strike throwing our way to victory, taking game 1 over Jack.
I mean, that was a long game 1. It felt like. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but our players got some good blocks, had some good defense. Going to the last round, down to the wire, 40 seconds in. Nam saying, Jack, your defense is too good. I literally can't deal damage unless I'm throwing you.
Sign of a good player there. We get into our game 2. Jack definitely, you know, more than okay with dropping a game and being able to kind of figure out what they need to do to fight back appropriately, but looking a little tough against May right now, and now not letting have Jack any opportunity to get out here. Burst being sent on both sides, and not even 12 seconds in. Jack finding that next hit. Ooh, gets the full throw animation on top of the carpet. Gets so much electricity back. Able to send out 1 rocket already and still have access to more as we keep the routes going. Beautiful choices again. Drops the carpet. No super to break here. I don't know if we're looking for super or not, but these 5H pokes are doing so much for it here. This is definitely going to be a round for Jack. Great stuff.
Honestly, like, we got some very fun buttons on the side of RoboKai. I know I just talked about 6H, but that 5H, bro, that button, that's an esports button, man.
It really is. It can do so much. It's a wall. It's a great poke. It's just like, it's essentially a, yeah, just try and see if it works, you know? Is that kind of normal? Good IBFD on the side switch there. Jack with some beautiful defense right now, being rewarded for their work.
I mean, I see the 5Hs, man. Jack definitely testing Nam's patience with those. And only 1 more hit to close it out. Try to weave in that far slash, even the 5P, but Nam gets her way in. The well-timed momentum burst, the 5D. Follow-up will be the mix. Jack clapping back to even up the games.
1 apiece. No surprise for the caliber of players we're seeing here. Everybody in this top 8 right now, an absolute killer on their character. And I love that burst choice as well. It's essentially guaranteed now, putting it into that corner. And those 4 momentum moves, gotta be careful. A lot of times bursts will put you on the other side. But here we go. Get into our 3rd game now. See what kind of adjustments we can see so far, and what do you need to adjust when the 5H has been working? An early burst, though, from Jack. You're going to have to get punished too further by Nam's May.
Nice dagger close slouches here. Nam still finding that full screen pressure with the volleyball, but Jack showing this mid-screen combo here. Didn't get that last 2H link that we wanted. And Nam gonna have to block things out the old-fashioned way. We have tension to spend, but after this counter hit, now we'll be able to use it for a reversal to secure that hard knockdown.
Big damage off the back of that as well. The Dolphin Mugger's doing so much here. The close slash daggers. Jack not getting hit quite yet. Just blocking out FT where we can. It's our turn back. Facing back out with that rocket. Dolphin is back in. Nam is right in front of you. No 50 again. Keep that combo going, but a backdash in the corner. Oh, it's a super right away, but a good burst is going to connect in time. Nam gets to stay in it here. And the attempt to run up throw here from Jack, you know what? I respect it. I can't say I've ever seen Jack do that off of a burst, but you know what? Why not make your opponent keep on guessing?
And reminder, this is Nam's first time in a Jeekly top 8, man. And we all know, I mean, Jack's got some notoriety, bro. So you're in your first top 8 and you got to fight Jack. But hey, Nam taking the challenge right now, looking strong. Trying to secure this game 3, but Jack looking powerful here with that jab.
Oh my gosh, the stagger's working so well. The break there with the scooter, of course. Free electricity at the ready. The tangerines are ripe and ready. This is running from Nam. Keeping Jack stuck down in this corner. I guess I'll jump out again. Has level 3 scooter though, so we get to zip across the screens. Ending that round with the 6H. But that one's for you, Jeek.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Jack. Okay, Nam. Getting called out by that far slash. I mean, Jack's not greedy with that 5H, man. Like, we could just be slamming that button every time, but Jack says, okay, I know when I need the speed. I know when I need that far slash, that 5S. So I like that we still vary it up. Even though that 5H is a house. I mean, there it is right there, breaking the wall.
Brick house, indeed. Mighty, mighty, some would say. Unfortunate drop here. Jack trying his best to keep it out, but a good JH here from Nam, giving himself a push. Oh, in the corner. We took them damn near coast from coast. There's some May privileges. We're going through, but the carpet into 2K stops the approach. A pretty close game 3, but Jack figuring out what they need to do. And I love some of the mobility we're seeing as well. I'm so used to essentially seeing scooter primarily being used, or sorry, the pony being used for the mix aspect then, but like level 3 pony, like you really move. And so like the ability to escape the corner without having to use like an RC, like an FRC situation, like that is a great utilization of that electricity meter.
This being our 3rd May, by the way, we've definitely had a carnival ass top 8. But I've been having fun watching, man. That being said, we got the strongest players out here in the circus right now. And Jack trying to find that button. Nam with the reversal. Not close enough to the wall to get the wall break. Oh my god, we are trying to get Jack to press a button, but not falling for it there. Nice XP.
Patience and absolute virtue there. Early cancel on the JS. Gets the command grab. Oh, but the JH this time. Yeah. Smoking out at least a 5P or 6P attempt there from Nam. 5D not able to find its mark. Too far away with the FD. And the scaling not enough. Jack 1 round away from moving on to loser semis.
Nice far slash counter in here. Oh, Nam, unfortunately. I respect we went for it, but didn't have enough time to get that 2H for the highest amount of damage we could have gotten. Still in the mid screen is keeping up the pressure. Jacko on set point is trying to get something started. Doesn't have too much damage to write home about quite yet, but the resources are high. We've seen a chance to cash out.
Burst back in this corner. We want to keep Nam locked down. Nowhere to go. Will the burst be answered back? Not so far. Jack had to spend a bit of the meter here, but able to keep electricity high. I think with 6P scaling, not going to be enough to be able to kill. We have high resources as far as electricity is going to go. One good hit is all we need. Has point away too, but a good 3K to slide underneath the rocket. One more step we had to go for here. The throw was too...
It's going to be on the May, but RedIAmNot pulling out the secondary. It's a Nagoriyuki.
Nagoriyuki, much more comfortable with some of these larger button pokes here. Staggers into the throws, getting so much value so far. Good IBFD. Face it out there. Far slash 3 going to get punished perfectly here by insert. Another IBFD. And we get the full combo again, but sends another far slash to 3 here. Red not playing around. The pressure unrelenting here in this first game.
Ooh, and that's gonna be enough to kill. Red out here in a great spot. You know, just looking at the bracket, like talking about bracket theory. RedIAmNot going up to winner side grand finals. Honestly, it could be a done deal bracket. So this is an important match right here. Is Insert going to, who is very capable of being RedIAmNot, make this set one of those sets, secure that grand final spot, have that winner side advantage, and potentially secure their first time actually no, this would be Insert's second time I think getting the championship if possible. But until then, I don't know. Red, they're the one taking the games.
Yeah, game one going pretty quickly as well. Insert barely getting a lot of opportunity there. Red just answering back with all the right things on defense. A good 6P to stop some of these Dolphin approaches. Just good Nago routing to make sure we cash out. And of course, this burst not finding its mark. Tough spot to be in if you're Insert. Want to be able to spend some of that meter, of course, but easier said than done when you're dealing with a lot of these big buttons in the Guard Crush gaming. We go through into our second game right now. We'll see if Insert can make the appropriate adjustments then to even out these games between the two of them. But have seen these two play a lot at this point, so there definitely must be something with this Nago pick when it comes to this matchup specifically. But Insert here off to already a pretty good start, forcing out the burst already here.
Oh wow, actually secured the far slash series. Also Insert said no you didn't, hold on, spent the burst, so I'm not giving you that much blood back. Nice throw there from Red, finding our way forward with that Fukio. The fast RC after Insert trying to give you back with that FD. Nice 2S counter hit.
Oh my gosh, and delays the drift there with that J2H. Insert, the pressure is never ending. It feels like tough reset again. Franchise with the 5H, big counter hit. And push it through. Now you need the wall break. Beautiful routing. Has to slide the way down and watch the short cutscene. You love to see that.
Good counter hit here from Red. Off to a great start. Insert with the little bit of attention we have is trying to use this FD. Nice counter hit S Dolphin. The same side getting blocked, but Red getting picked up afterwards. It's the punish here from Insert. They're adding up. Nice IBs here from Red, trying to make our turn. But the Red RC to try to sniff out the burst. Red delays it, still gets it baited.
Yeah, Insert 2 ready with that. Beautiful routing choices. Able to call out that burst. And of course, going to even that up here. And then we'll have to see if Red decides that if Nago just is the play against May right now, or if we will see the Goldlewis to come out as our tried and true. Get into our game 3 right now. If you guys are enjoying what you've seen, of course, please check out that Matcherino. We're doing a pretty good number on those codes so far. Down 29 right now. Hit a little refresh to make sure that's live and up to date. 25. Appreciate everybody here helping out there. We're more than halfway done. We have a couple more sets, of course. If you claim the rest of those codes, it'd be really appreciated here. And of course, the Goldlewis coming out now. Let's see if this adjusts any more of the pacing of this matchup.
Nice 2P anti-air there from Red. Wow, okay. Definitely trying to hide that cross up with that drone explosion. Insert getting caught by this counter hit here. Red introducing those frame traps. The FD to try to keep you back. Nice back dash to get around that BT. Didn't get a punish like we wanted, and still here in the corner. Red with the 5D is going to secure the first round here of this game 3.
Alive, and though I have to say a lot of aspects of that Naga were looking pretty good for a secondary at this level, but Red definitely the most comfortable on this Goldlewis, but good navigating around that far slash. Hit the JD to find the connect, the drone and pulse from the space. Insert from the corner with the far slash counter hit and get that hard knockdown. Save side gets blocked out. I'm trying to overextend a little too much right now. Both players here just trying to let the pokes do the work for them. Team is being blocked right now.
Okay. We did commit the security there. So the resources are low on the side of Red. Trying to go for that 6P. I think Insert's still able to find that counter hit. And secure the wall break. Oh my gosh. Trying to get as much running as possible to try to build up that tension. Red still called out by that far slash of doom, despair, destruction. Insert not afraid to use it.
You can see it here. Round 3. in our game 3. There's a few times tonight here, players absolutely showing that they have the ability to adjust to what their opponents are doing. You have to at this level. Whip the button, but 6B to find the mark. Right here, slowly getting whittled down. Less than half life available, but a good empty jump. Find the 2K. Insert immediately putting Red back in this corner. Answer back with a burst of their own.
Wow. Nice whip punch there in 2S. Insert. Trying to finish stuff off. Trying to get Red. The fight back here with this JD. Low in the security. Won't be able to get too much started here in the neutral. But doesn't need that if you got the corner pressure. Red, open you up here with the low. 100 in the back pocket.
Yeah, they're able to kill. Hunter has to block all this out. Has access to one deflection whenever we want to use it. A good fuzzy 5P. We believe in ourselves and believed that Red wasn't able to make it real. Beautiful defense here from Insert. Able to fight back, sniping that Skyfish with the far slash as well. Just, that's some good ass defense. Like there's no other way to cut it. Like I was wondering when a deflection maybe was going to come out towards maybe the end of some of these behemoth sequences, but Insert not giving Red an absolute inch there. Good stuff. Moves up 2-1 right now.
That was an amazing show of discipline at the very end of that last round. We'll see if Insert has what it takes to put herself up in that grand final spot. I'm talking like Red's out. Red ain't out yet. Red bursting you back, trying to run behind that drone. Nice job. The slow BT, nice reaction back dash there from Insert. The counter hit still being answered by burst, and the minigun sitting you down. Red clapping back.
Use that BRC to help make that overhead a little bit meatier. Just through that wall, get some positive then. But of course, back to neutral we go. JH to find a hit. 2P safe jab though, just to make sure we can get our way through. Not try to overextend too much into this May champion. But Red trying to do their best to even it up, take us to a game 5, and we expect anything less from these players who met in so many brackets at this point. You have to know that they are just not starting on the standard layer 1. A good knockdown here from Red. Drone to keep the combo going. Great stick here with that behemoth and putting you through the wall. Positive bonus going to help Red get some of that meter back.
Nice job here. Red has to hold this hard knockdown, but honestly in a great spot resource wise. Insert has enough to fight back with though, and with that counter hit same side, Red won't have that chance to fight back with that 100 tension. He's going to opt to hold on to that burst. Insert on set point is looking strong here, trying to represent that far slash. Red getting our way in here.
I want to go again. The 2S getting punished by that far slash. Tisby not going to find its mark on the Dolphin to connect it through. Insert on the defense again here, but these 5Ps have called out so many times and crushing out that 2K, the big May disjoint in 5H, and the damage reward so high here for Insert. Farshot's going to find the connection one more time. As long as we can finish the route, it should be a set 1. Seen so far, classes games tonight, we are on that Ramlethal for this run at the start, and of course, fighting against Jack is a great place to test out if your new character is up for this task, and a good IB on the flip. It's a much easy punish here. Class having to spend that burst already here. Jack stuck in this corner.
Throws established. The unfortunate downside is that Classified is going up against a player that has so much Ramlethal experience, right? Jack playing against Red Ditto and SQ, some of the best. So Classified out here pulling up on this matchup. Jack saying, what you know about Ramlethal? But we're looking good right now.
Empty set jump off of that second hit of the Rekka. Jack spinning that wire seed to get out of that really rough situation again. Wow tries to keep the mix going. I think it should be enough here with the wall break. Extra damage it is. Good stuff. Good recognition. Classified. Gonna cake that first round here in our game 1. Definitely pretty close back and forth here. Both these characters definitely not on the higher defense marks then. So a couple good hits, and it could definitely spell the end of your round. A good jump out here, and following the JD, and jump forward as well. So it gets a beautiful punish here. Good stuff to Class.
Real quick shout out, Goose and About. Thank you for that Prime, homie. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for helping out, supporting the stream. As long as you're watching, I appreciate you. Exclamation point YouTube if you want to check out the channel. Subscribe to that for free. In the meantime, Classified spending that burst. Jack still keeping you in the corner. Fuzzy jump being answered back by that YRC. Classified is saying, get off and trying to get out of that corner, but the 6P red RC from Jack, that's actually going to be an... Oh, okay, not enough to kill, but one more hit will do it.
D2D after. Oh, but tries to cross over, and Jack ready with that 2P, calling you out. Round apiece now here. I can definitely see this set absolutely going the distance as well, but see if Class is ready for what Jack is bringing right now, of course, on this RoboCop. But a good deflect shield into the far slash, and to force Jack to use out that burst, not take too much damage then. Oh, but unfortunately send out the Daro then, of course, very punishable on block. Jack starting to absolutely run away with it here, but another fuzzy jump, gonna call out the throw attempt.
Getting these punish throws as well. Classified's got your back to the wall. Another throw here with that 8 sword protecting you. And 100 built up from Classified. 50 spent on that 6P. Gonna opt to keep 50 more here for the mix, but the soft knockdown, we're gonna earn our way in. Jack getting things started there with that lucky launcher. Baits out the YRC. Not gonna be enough to kill here, but Classified slamming that 5H on Wake Up. Oh my God.
When in doubt, you know, 5H out, you know, Jack showing us how good the RoboKai 5H. Ram here reminding us all who the true 5H queen is, so.
All right, well, game one, going to Classified. Watermelon Soda looking strong. See what we got here going into game two against Jack. Definitely not afraid to go for some of those P normals. Linking off that 2P, going into 6P. Classified sitting down with that aggression order. Good IBs from Jack. Earns the throw into the corner.
So big. Classified having to spend that sword to do it. One more time. Gonna have access to the H sword one more time here again. Ray starts bringing it out. Run up 2P here to at least stop what Class is trying to do, but sets out these carpets again. City back to over 3. IBT answering back again. Class, both players here at this level showing why the seems to be so good. FGG to you a bit of the under mix here. Good block out again, but the 2K2D gonna find Jack and open him up here. The situation is getting stacked heavier and heavier. And a couple held 5Ds to break the wall, but Jack still have a bit of a sliver left. But a good 5H, good counter poke here, and 100 meter to work with.
Nice stuff here from Jack. Going to be cashing out some of this meter. Honestly, with all that electric... wow! That's right. The last hit always surprises me on that damn overdrive. Jack spending all that meter. Great stuff. Yo, the chat going crazy, by the way. Big shouts to Idolo for that raid. Thank you very much, homie. Hit me with the sub as well. You didn't need to do that, man. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, Idolo. Let's see what we got here. Y'all are watching at the best time. We're in the loser stays part of the bracket and loser semifinals. Classified with game one. Nice 6P counter hit to get out of that corner. Trying to get something started, but Jack in a position to potentially win this game too.
Scooterfall breaks the wall again. Class not able to chase the backdash out with that BRC. Jack is inevitable, makes their way in, finds the hit, and evens up our game score 1 apiece between these two. Definitely see this going either way. Maybe smelling a game 5 in the air with how close these rounds are going back and forth, but Jack just getting the upper hand there, of course, in this game 2. We'll see how Class can adjust as we go in. How we can keep this RoboKai contained, of course, but easier said than done when it comes to a player of Jack's caliber.
5H pushing you back. Yo, we're really boxing. We're button checking out here, bro. Feels like. Jack spending that first burst. Yep, my burst macro works. So I said, yep, same. Flip kick connects. Nice tech there from Jack. Yep, my throw macro works.
Yep. What the heck, man? You didn't maybe give me gold burst. I can't test my RC now. Oh my gosh. Fresh one, here we go. Jack pushing Class back to this corner. We go again, falling with the JS, but the IBFD, there's no way our fighty's gonna find a connection there. Class taking all the way to the corner, has to spend a little bit of meter to do so, but early reset again, but oh, unfortunate, now getting back throw for our trouble. And the back throw incident into death here. Jack able to squeak it away. I feel like Class should have been all Class round, but sometimes you go for that early reset, get a little bit too close to the sun, and the throw gonna find its mark.
Classified doing a good job, I think, of boxing with these 5K normals, but Jack, like I said, man, Jack, yeah, we're on the Robokai. It's fresher, but Jack is no stranger to fighting the best Ramethals in the world, man. You cannot do this Rekka series against Jack unless you're ready for some of these IB back throws, and we're in a good spot, man. Electricity has us in that level 2. 50 tension being built up here with that positive bonus. Doesn't need to spend any of it as we're up 2-1.
2-1 looking clean, looking comfy. Feels like Clash just has not really been able to find the right set of sequences now. Jack seems to be pretty tied in what they need to do to work around what Class has been bringing. We'll see if there can be any further adjustments as we get into our game 4. And of course, if you are wondering why is Class on Ram, well, it seems like Class has only been on Ram tonight for this run, and I think we all know that the Geo will still be there. But of course, when you are a competitor of this caliber and you think your character needs some matchup help, there's nothing wrong with finding a mercenary for your roster. Good routing here again. Class gets Jack to spend that burst early.
Catches your landing after that pony here with this close slash on a full conversion after. Is able to find some hits here after that RC spend. Jack stuck in the corner here. Holding forward, but blocking like we need to. The burst being spent by Classified for the momentum. Good tech there from Jack. Earns this mid-screen presence. Classified trying to keep it back. Goes for the whip punish, but Classified gets the counter hit first.
So 3 Rekkers there for the extra damage then. Already got pushed to the wall. Ooh, messes up the high-low aspect though. Chases up again with a JK for the fuzzy. Ooh, Jack caught a little bit antsy there at the end. Great pressure sequence here from Class to take that round.
Got electric carpet here. We're getting maybe a little too overzealous with it. I feel like Jack in general gets a lot of free time sitting on that carpet, forcing your opponents to come to you. But right now, Classified's been finding some good hits there, while Jack's keeping that feet warm. Getting our way in with this BRC fuzzy. Able to find the hit. Gonna be Classified, taking us to game 5.
Class figuring out what they have to do. Some great defense, and honestly, the way we were playing definitely had Jack, you know, a little bit antsy at some of their defensive choices, though. But right, like, you know, you have to fight back with some of your fuzzy options, of course, when you're playing these non-reversal characters, and so you definitely can kind of take advantage of that when you're running offense on them. And you know, Jack being good with the shimmy aspects, maybe even some of those fuzzy mashes, but we are not able to quite solve it in the game 4. Can it be done in game 5, or will Class be moving forward to take on Red, who is waiting for them? But Jack, of course, no slots as Robokai quite yet, able to at least take a bracket or 2 so far with this Robokai. Can we get another here? But I'll just stop this Classified Ramlethal, but a good 2K2D leading into the RC, forcing out that burst.
Able to get away around that 6H. The lucky launcher being spent. Not too much of a follow-up though. Classified getting counter hit here. Doesn't have the blue burst to keep that momentum up. Jack spending that electricity here on Pony, keeping that pressure up. In fact, scooping it down with close slash here for a punish. Tries to go for it. Connects actually the reversal there. The mortar bottle from Classified, keeping ourselves healthy.
Another IB on the flip. We did that earlier here, showing Class you can't do it again. A quick RC routing to keep that going here. Jack now on set point to make it into that top 3. Some money and a chance to fight RedIAmNot.
8 short combo here though from Classified. Gonna make this one hard if even possible. Nice. Hey, the IBs. Classified answering it back there. Jack was holding that FD for a predetermined sequence, potentially like maybe a JD after air dash, but Classified heard you, Ganion, said, okay, hold on, let me see if I can do the throws instead, and now we're in the last round.
Yeah, final game, final round. There'd be no surprise with the quality of players we see on our screen right now. Top 8 placements at majors, top 8 winners on the screen, an Arc Revo champion on the left. Have to see if we can find that same level of success with this new RoboKai character. Time will only tell as we get deeper into it here, but Class looking so clean right now on this Ram. Beautiful damage, getting that hard knockdown with the Morto Bato, pushing Jack over this corner here again. Expulsion takes it out, gets counter hit for attempting, but a good tech here. Tries to do that with the air throw, one more hit can be enough to do it.
Couple command throws back and forth. Finally, some electricity being spent, and this cash out can be lethal here. Jack with this overdrive isn't going to be enough to kill, but all of a sudden it's either player's game. Class does have 50 tension to spend, but won't get the chance to.
At the ready, says no Nago for this robot. I got to make him meet the coffin.
Hit and refresh real quick on the Matcherino. Big shout to ScaryEsquire with the 50 in the pot. Thank you very much, homie. Didn't even do that, man. Thank you very much, homie. In the top 8, by the way. What's going on, Scary? What's going on? Great stuff. We're moving through the bracket. We're in this losers finals. We're playing for $100 this week. And Jack is trying to keep you down here with some of these rockets. Spending a lot of time there on the carpet, but Red pulling up with that 5 DRC. Going to make you hurt for it.
Oh my gosh, and he meets you with the giant coffin. Goldlewis just keeps on swinging. Feels like it never ends here. Let's see what Jack can do to adjust as we go into our second round. Good into the throw. Empty jump there. Try to see if we can bait anything out, but IBFDs get some spacing here from this behemoth follow-up. Good routing choices here. Keep yourselves plus. Gives it out. The space we took, though, to fight out the drone here. Jack's showing a great job right now, but it's so tough against what Goldlewis is bringing. The health differential not working out in our favor. There's barely any burst left to do, but a full jump into the JH here. Big punish here from Jack.
Jack needs to play perfectly from this point, though. Just a stray hit from Red could be the end of the round. That 6B could have been it. So Jack doing a great job of trying to secure things. 100 tension on the side of RedIAmNot. It's about that burst as well. Has to spend it. Will be able to have the burn it down here. Need to play perfectly. Oh my god, actually jabbed through that BT.
Defense working so well here, but Jack not able to block forever. No opportunity to use that burst either. Red taking game 1, but some incredible defense from Jack. Almost giving them the opportunity to fight out and even up the rounds here, but it's only game 1. Still a lot of time to kind of feel it out, figure what we got to do to stop what Red is bringing on this character, but definitely a bit of a disjoint difference. You know, 5H is quite a button, but so is Behemoth Typhoon.
It is a defining button. Big shouts to everybody claiming the codes, by the way. I see the counter going up in the bottom left. Thank you again, Scary, and all y'all can contribute as well for free by claiming those codes. So I got a couple remaining. The way it works is every 4 adds $1 in, so you can add to these player pockets. Every player you see on the screen at this point is gonna get a slice of that pie. So if you want to make it fatter, it's gonna be your way to do it. RedIAmNot wants a cut. Looking good here in the corner against this RoboKai BRC to try to mix you up, but this defense is too good. Of course I had to say something, and the wall damage so high, it's an immediate splat. RedIAmNot confirms the round.
Yeah, these like delayed like jump behemoths there, kind of catching out some potential options to leave the ground, maybe an anti-air attempt, and putting out a good hitbox there. Makes me happy that it's a bit of a, you know, only a soft knockdown, an air taunt if you ask the Goldlewis players, but Red here making it look like a real button as Jack is finding some beautiful routing here in our second round. Enough to hopefully even us out here, get an opportunity to eat up the score maybe as well, but a full pickup there off the rockets then, but not spaced out enough to get the 5D. Beautiful execution there from Jack. We got one apiece.
Pretty even on resources here as well. Well, at least in terms of electricity, we're looking pretty good. Red catching you with the cross ups. The cross up slow. That's a slow low, but it just turns into slow anyways. I'm very creative. Jack keeping you back here with the gold burst. Red spending the blue burst to keep you back.
I thought that was bars good. Good defense. Blocks their whole way out through that burn it down. The defense getting so much again. Chasing with these JDs. It's the reset routing here. Red knowing what they need to do to push it, and why try to hit Jack again when you know it can kill. We are finding ourselves up to 2-0 right now. One game away from that run back against Insert.
And this is I don't know, probably, you know, not trying to call anything early or anything, but probably pretty therapeutic after winning just last week. That is Jack, first time on the Robo Kai, is now down 2 games to RedIAmNot on this Goldlewis. Now Red has beaten the Robo Kai before. They're pretty back and forth so far in this matchup, at least from what I've seen in my Jeekly tournament. So I mean, definitely either player's game. At least in this set though, Red off to a great start. Has you thrown in the corner, but 2+ has to spend the burst after Jack was going to fight out.
2K Jack though putting up a wall of our own here, keeping Jack stuck in this corner, but a good 2P, able to fight out, take a little bit of space again. Electricity getting pretty close to being down to level 1. Tries to get her jump out, but not going to find its mark here. Jack able to find what we're looking to do, but the Goldlewis reversal, that is 2P. Too strong for so many characters. He must keep on swinging, but we are blocking it out, doing our best to keep it going. Burst to get some space. Another 2P again. This elbow can do no wrong.
An elbow back there from Jack with the 6P, the shotgun elbow. Red not falling over that one. Must have the bulletproof assless chaps on, I suppose. Red not falling to that one. And Jack getting a little bit of a recharge at the airport, so a little pricey, but it gets the job done. Looking strong here against Red. Has the pit detention for the overdrive. Goldlewis, what we're going to do here on the other side. You got the burst here to fight with.
Post left meaty there. Tries to post in with the 5P, but JH kind of finds the connection. Ooh, bit of a drop here from Jack. Not what you're looking for, but you're Red right now. Yeah, I think you kind of just essentially letting the round end almost is optimal, since that burst is still pretty far away from Jack. Here we go, fresh round. Jack doing their best to at least try to keep this from being a free. Oh, but actually gets the behemoth to swing through the rockets. Not to deal with any of that at all, as Jack is just trying to find our way to scrap back in, but the return on reward not quite finding its mark so far, but a good 6P. And we're ready with these mat sets as well, keeping electricity high. We're at 100 here.
No security left. Red using that fast RC to take some space. Jack with a great tech. Level 2 rockets. They don't do too much. They let you pull up after, I suppose. Nice air throw after that BRC. Jack still getting beat up here by this coffin. Red finding our way to layer these BTs on you. Having 50 in the back pocket. Jack's the one finding the hits with the lucky launcher.
We're at the follow-up there again, but we called out the gap and get the super brat through. Big chunk of damage here. Maximus been at the rate. Goldberg's not going to find its mark here. Jack one hit away, and there it is. Red finds what they're looking for.
Others winning 2 sets to reset the bracket if we're going to make it through. Insert, very strong May player. Has been up in this grand final spot before. Both these players previous champions. We'll see who takes it home.
Of course, Red will have to take 2 sets to be able to be your champion. We'll see if Insert do their best to stop that from happening, but Red looking a lot more alive right now. Heal themselves a bit there from that set. Taking out Jack with a 3-0. Definitely not a lot of players to say that they've been able to do that. The pressure is relentless. The 2K to seal it. They're Red getting a pretty quick first round.
I mean, Red, somehow this is your first Jeekly. First off, welcome. Second off, This is our second most, probably almost our most winningest player here in the Jeekly. Right, I'm not always coming in here on this Goldlewis, showing that Nago secondary sometimes. Insert very consistent top 8er. Was able to take it over Red 1 week to secure a champion spot. He's got to see if we can do it again here. Red low HP, but the pressure is high. Going to secure a wall break.
Dolphin able to not quite find the mark on the hit, but the falling JP can definitely do it. Insert here, even and out these rounds. Yeah, I sit there and watch from the winner's side for a bit. May have seen a little bit of warm up before we got ourselves going, but find ourselves getting running right into that 2K. Another 2K again to check it out, but the burst has been called out. Big reward for Red. Put you through this wall. A chunk of damage coming through there again. That's a big rip.
Nice counter in here with that 2D. Red securing this game 1. Come from that loser side, but already playing strong here. Wants the run back, of course. But like you called out, Kenny, on like 3-0 and Jack like that, you're probably feeling pretty good coming to this one. You're like, bro, I just 3-0 Jack. Who's next?
Yeah, who else you got for me, right? But you know, could be someone else maybe in the air, especially with the player who did knock you down into that loser side. But, you know, with how quick and, you know, essentially aggressive Red was able to bring that first game, I'm curious to see if Insert's able to kind of realign, figure out what they need to do to potentially take this set. But, you know, and not the worst thing, of course, in the world, too. If you do drop it from that winner's side, you still get another set, another chance to do it. More time to download your opponent, figure out what you need to do to answer back. But hey, good 6P to get it going through the double hop, of course, there with that Dolphin cancel. 5H going to find its mark, forcing Red to spend that burst.
Yo, big thanks real quick. Jack and the raid coming in here. Normally it's me raiding you, homie. So the tables have turned. Nice stuff. Thank you for that. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, if somehow y'all lived under a rock, please go follow Jack. Make sure you guys are watching both streams when you're watching the tournament runs. He's always streaming his runs and then his ranked after. So show him some love, show him some support. We love having our top players in the game. Right now, Insert trying to show you some strong play here. Red getting some throws here.
Age at least gets a hit, but no, pick up after. Gonna find that 2K. And do that one more time, but the swings are ever relentless. You feel like, when do I get my turn back? Red says, what turn? Taking out that band, even out the round count again. Insert looking so much more alive and started as it get it going, but Red here just finding the right hits. The pressure is never ending and runs right into a behemoth.
Nice counter in here. Red answering back with that burst. Pulling up behind that drone with that dash animation, looking strong. Insert running the burst back after that counter. Had a good chance to do so. Red trying our hardest to secure that corner space as fast as possible, but maybe a little too quick as Insert finds the counter hit to actually put you through the other side of the screen.
The knockdown here. Lots of mix. JP gonna find its mark. Good early cancel here. Yamada to guarantee it. Insert doing what needs to be done and evening up our first set, potentially last set of our grand finals here. One apiece now. Just 2 more on one side for a reset, 2 more on the other to be your 103 champion. We'll have to see how game 3 goes, what Red can adjust to be able to kind of keep Insert more contained, as I have to imagine Insert coming more and more alive as we go through the set. You said it before, you know, maybe a bit of the burnout of a longer time, not only a long top 8, but of course then having to wait in the winner's side grands could be a little bit, wearing you a little bit here too, not playing as much as your opponent there with the backdash. Insert looking like they're not skipping a beat.
I mean, we were skipping right there with those backdashes to get away from drone. Insert with some high APM. With a full combo right now, it feels like. Comboing through the wall here. Red does have 50 in just a moment. Off of those clashes, we're going to have them. Holy.
Oh my gosh, able to run up and get the far side to connect. Tipper fighting through That drone, double up dolphin, not gonna find a hit here. Tries to 5D it, but sends out, down with the system. Trade hit here, working more in favor of red. Gets better knockdown here. Wire to get off of me. One good hit is all we need. Takes some space and hits out the anti-air with that 6P. Insert here, playing so well right now, but red being the first opening here of round 2.
The overhead's catching us here. 5D's the mix. Insert going to be sent to the wall. I gotta break the 4th wall. Reeve is may really voiced by Pikachu. Is that facts right now? Right, closing out the rounds here. Insert keeping that burst.
Bumping to flying through, keeping on that same side again. Overhead kiss here, getting it a full combo after. I think most of that sequence ends up being burst safe as well. Positive gonna be rolling in, trying to fish out with these far slash and trying to overcommit here, looking for a big counter hit. This time, oh, we spaced it out here, ready to call out the burst. Insert reading the into the extra layer, gonna break that wall with the Orca Super. Willie may have been free, but we're not free from this game 3 yet. Beautiful stuff, of course, to Insert. They're taking game 2, potentially 1 away. We'll have to see what red can do, maybe to even up this set, potentially bring us to that reset, or if Insert will be able to take this home here, looking so much more alive the deeper we get into the set. No surprise, Insert an absolute beast on this May.
Insert already a previous winner, but can we get another? Can we get another in the back pocket? Yo, the chat blowing up right now. What's going on? Walter, Genmu, Strawberry, Noah, Rice. Y'all are here just in time. We're watching the grand finals here. Both previous champions, but who's going to take it home tonight in this $108 prize pool that y'all can still contribute to! ! Matcherino. You can do it for free to claim those codes. We still got a lot remaining. Would love if y'all can get those last ones picked up here. Red trying to get out of this corner here, finds a chance to summon that drone. Insert trying to box around it with that far slash.
Able to whip punch the 2S, but no full reward for it. Gonna have to burst here. Red finding the right hit that we need. Says that one more time. Burst answering back. Potentially could be the end of this round, but yeah, this JP is finding so much again, and then it gets that reset into the 5D. Insert now 1 round away from being your Jeekly 103 champion. But red bringing out the behemoth, saying might easier said than done. Baiting out that throw, gets the cross through.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We give Insert flowers for a moment and red just spins around you, secures the perfect, but dumbfounds us. Like, I don't even have anything to say. I'm like, oh my god, this is so violent. Insert trying to jab you back here, getting punished. Red, okay, actually ill space because of that deflect shield usage from Insert.
Trying to keep red boxed here, but able to get a good frame trap. Big behemoth starter. JD keeps the jump safe, and this routing should be more than enough to even it up. Red taking us to a game 5 and has the opportunity to take 1 more, get that reset. We get another set between these 2 absolute behemoths on their characters. We'll have to see. Insert able to adjust so far as the games have gone on, but once red gets going, it looks really tough to stop him. Knock him down a few pegs, but we'll see as we go deeper in there. Red just bring in the heat, bring in the behemoths.
Honestly, I have never been more ready for a reset. There's no chance of pre-rolls coming up. The ads are pushed. We're just watching Guilty Gear, man. So if red wants to bring us to game 10, I'm chilling. Let's see what we got here. Maybe Insert can just seal this up, wrap it up. Say, let's pack it up, y'all. Let's enjoy the weekend. Or maybe RedIAmNot's gonna get violent here.
full punish there again. Maybe thinking the cancel's gonna come out, but no security behind it. Pushing our way to this corner here. IBFDs on the crossover with Behemoth again. Dropping that drone. Pretty quick first round. Red taking off to the races here. They have been showing exactly what they need to do to adjust to this May, but insert. Oh, not able to find the throw to connect. A little bit too plus. Good IBFD on the cross up though.
Okay, good spacing here with that 2S here from Red. Nice boxing. See the far slash usage. Try to be preemptive here against this May. Converting off of the drone. We got the same side to connect. Insert will be getting our burst here. A nice delay on it. It confirms the gold burst. And that positive bonus puts us at 100 meter. I mean, yeah, you can't make a single mistake, but we're rolling.
Well, indeed, chasing deep there with the 2H burst being be sown. Here comes the burn down. Up par for the course as it goes. Try to send it out with the Dolphin, able to find the connection. Ooh. Deflect shield. Keep ourselves alive. Insert one good hit away from this being the end of for the reset. Yeah, and kind of puts him in the checkmate situation. Did not have any meter remaining.
Nago, I don't know. I don't know if I'm cool with that because we just won the last game, but we're rolling with it. Yeah,
maybe a little worried that Inter's trying to figure it out. Yeah, you know, maybe just like, oh, Inter's trying to get a certain read on something I don't want him to have, but definitely interesting to see it. I imagine a Goldlewis switch if this doesn't work out in our favor. Maybe we're trying to make sure we can get 10 games of Guilty Gear in, but got there with Goldlewis. Right now, despite the burst going in our favor, this round not looking too much prettier. Has spent out the burst to keep the situation going. Has 50 behind it. Even with routing all the way through this wall. Let's go for the simple reset. Fine, do it, but the 2S gonna find its mark. Knock this Nago down a peg. We'll have to see as we get into our second round if Rag is a little more alive. But the 2K actually calling out the Dolphin there.
Okay, here we go. This is
gonna look a little wacky here to start us off, guys, but so of course we're just gonna even this out.
All right, nothing happened. Editing magic, making things clean to here. Red opting to fix the burst as well. So we're evened up. Insert with the round advantage here, using the FT to try to keep you back. Nice 6H. Nice follow-up on the 6H. Keep adding that damage up. So Red opting to stay on this Nago right here, stealing the corner with the close slash.
Beautiful routing again. Pushing into this corner. Red doing the best to fight out. Good 5P to sit ourselves started. Holding on to this burst just to make sure we have it for this next round. Even it up. Chelsea's players essentially making it exactly what we were at before, but pushing it through the corner. Dolphin not going to find its mark. We ran into another Dolphin. It was ready at the ready. SeaWorld had been opened. Oh no, catch him moving a little bit there with the 6H. Big chunk of damage off the health then. Immediate burst, try to keep it there, put you in the next mix. Up not being chased though.
The fast RC, Red still finds a chance to spend that burst. Counter hit far slash here. Doesn't get the 5D on the side that we wanted. Some weird Nago nuance. Red trying to be preemptive here with the 2S with the 5Ks. Insert finding our way in. Not whip punish on that 5D.
Good stuff. Insert there. Gonna take game one of our reset. Not to feel too deterred with the way that first set ended up going out. Of course, Red taking a very close 3-2 to bring us to this reset here. I'll have to see if that is the story of it, what's going to be in the air. Well, we stick on this Nagoriyuki. Looks like we are. Maybe it's more of a desire to see if Nago can do it. We already know the Goldlewis can. As we get into our game two.
Nice far slash box. Burst being spent here. Beyblade to chase you to the corner. Good IBs here from Insert, but the air throw that immediately sit you down.
Look at the damage. The reward so good for red. Arsash going to find a good connection there into the Dolphin. RC. Keep the route going. Great answering back here. Both these players so optimal with their choices.
Blocking out that 5D. The burst being spent from Insert. Another 5D, but not enough to kill on this one. IBs to try to keep yourself alive, but the Yuki weaving in that chip damage from red, securing that round on a pixel, bro.
Great defense there from red. Being rewarded now. And just stuck in this corner. IBFG gets a little bit of space there, but sending out the forward Fukio. Oh, and more than enough to kill. The 6 H's were swinging, and a perfect answer back from red in our game 2. Of course, we're going to have one apiece. I expect nothing less here. And, you know, shout out to red for having another character at the caliber of their goals to be able to fight Inserts May. And, yeah, it might be a good matchup for Nago, but definitely tough to always bring your secondary into what would be, an equal respected status of your primary. Of course, we've known red for so long now on this Goldlewis, and I know that they've had a Nago in the pocket, but like to see it come out now as well. I mean, both these characters so good in this version. May no slouch either. We'll have to see if Insert can adjust here as we get into our third game.
Honestly, I like it. I've had some time to think about it now. I kind of like that. You win the losers grand final set, reset the bracket, or a swap. That is crazy. Insert finding the counter hits here though. Getting yourself a little too much, trying to go for those presses. Insert not letting you have it here.
Finds it out. Not much help to work with here. Even a trade would have been more than enough. Insert off to the races on the back of a Dolphin. Let's see if red spend a lot of blood to get to put this corner now. Finds a good far slash full conversion there. Some of that back.
Pressing here again. Insert finds that frame trap. Red will have the burst here, but doesn't get to spend it on this side of the wall. Insert locks you out. Hard knocks you down. And then with the same side, is now one game away from winning the tournament.
So now we ask the question, do we move to the Goldlewis now? Are we trying to win the bracket? Or are we trying to prove that Nago can be the one to do it? Because if you do win, of course, with the Nago here, you will be on Nago for the rest of it. But if you lose on Nago here, you're out anyway. So do we believe? Sitting off the cab for a little bit. Was enough time, and there it is, bringing out the secretary again. One last ride. Try to make ourselves the champion of 103. Or Insert be able to dig deep, figure out what they need to do.
It's honestly a brutal strategy trying to see how much, quote, like extra credit you can get before you pull out the main. I mean, that first set was close. Red already got one here on this Nago, so I'm going to need a couple here on the Goldlewis. Insert this needs to have 2 good rounds, and that'll be the tournament in our back pocket here. Y'all, claim those Match Arena codes if you haven't yet. Only a couple left to claim them all for this week. If you want to add to those players' pockets, that's going to be the best way to do it.
Fresh round, fresh opportunities to see how we can fight back from what our opponents bring in. But the JD going to find a big counter hit, force Insert. Spend out that burst already. Stuck in this corner now. Sager is too heavy. The close slash hits so high. Look at the damage and the reward. Then break into the wall, but a good 2P to fight out. That JH to make sure we get out of there again. Chasing through with the drone behind it. 2K to keep it going. We are breaking that wall behemoth style.
YRC keeping you back. Insert going down to this cross up. It was a counter hit, so it was trying to play some preemptive defense, some active defense. Trying to press back on this Goldlewis, mixing you up, but red finds that counter hit and now is only one game away from winning this tournament. Both players previous champions. Red coming for the throne for most winningness. Insert trying to add another one to the belt. We'll see what we can do here.
And we are indeed getting game 10 between these two. You know, off the back of maybe a secondary choice, but you know, Red still got a win on that Nago, so I'd say they're not too far away from having this be a good option for it. But Goldlewis is definitely a great start. The 2H counter hit, get ourselves going here. Burst immediately being spent by Red. Don't play some neutral then, but Insert taking their time, pulling up with the 5P. Good IBFD here. Both players here not trying to overextend too much right now. Meter being spent down to do it. These far slash fishes are going so far. Now get to get the hard knockdown off the counter hit. Red stuck in this corner.
The FDs to keep you back here. But trying to fish for those 5H hits. The gold burst. Gonna have to keep this secretary back. With that positive bonus, we have a lot more of that FD, but Red is still finding these hits regardless of how far back we get pushed. Blocking out that reversal is gonna be the round from RedIAmNot, who's one set away from winning the tournament.
Red playing out of their mind right now. Good back touch there into the 2K represented. Insert has to block out the sequence here again, but that 5P has saved himself so many times from dealing with these overhead behemoths. And safe shabs it out. Good IBFD. Get some space after. Not take any of that main mix after. Tries to send out the Skyfisher, but the far slash finds its mark. Big chunk of damage coming through. Through that wall again here. Dang, you're 50%.
Insert here has that 50 finally. We had all that meter cranking with the positive bonus, but just having to spend all that on FD to try to keep Red back. The YRC being answered by an immediate burst from Red, who wants to keep that momentum up, wants to secure this tournament on the next interaction, but at the flex shield slowing things down.
Bartosz gonna find it, gets the knockdown with the 2K2D. Oh, but the throw was ready. And Red answering back on defense, gets the throw. RC to finish it off.
Thank you all for watching. Jeekly 103. Big shouts to everybody for coming and hanging out. One thing I want to shout out, our big thing for tonight is I want this try to get to be locked in your brain that we're going to be trying to do some Monday Tokon nights from August 10th forward every Monday at 8 p.m. EST with minimum $50 prize pools, redemption brackets. There's the short slug right there. We're looking to try to play this game, so if you're down to play it too, love to have you. And then outside of that, I got nothing else. I'm gonna try to find out who we can set it up for a raid, but you know, we were graced with Ganyon tonight. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Anything you got you want to shout out?
No, I appreciate you having me back on. It's been a minute since we got a chance to commentate, so glad we got an opportunity to do that again here. Jeekly is always a banger of a good time. A lot of signups as well, which is pretty cool. You know, for a game that's 5 years old to still get this many on a Friday night, you love to see it. But yeah, for myself, you know, if you guys don't know about me, my name's Ganyon. I do a little bit of commentary, a little bit of playing and streaming as well. You can check me out, of course, on Twitch, but I am mostly heavily involved with my local FGC scene. Doing a lot here between not only, you know, helping run brackets for our local, we have a group called Counter Hit FGC, which you'll see our logo occasionally come up on these Jeekly streams here. But we have been doing a lot more with not only our bi-weekly, we also started up our first monthly as well. So we have a monthly going on top of that. And we also have our next big regional here in Green Bay, Wisconsin coming up in October. So keep an eye out on our socials for that coming up pretty soon. So appreciate the opportunity to be on here again. Looking forward to more future strives then. And, you know, if I end up diving full deep in for Tokon, you know, hope to be on comms for that as well. Good time to be a fan of fighting games, y'all, so keep on playing them.
Definitely a good time, man. And if y'all are here watching Guilty Gear, Tokon, or just want to talk about fighting games, you know, whatever you're watching, I'm down, I'm chilling. Let me go ahead and get this raid started off. I think Friday Night Fights is happening. Let's go ahead and shoot it over the dang. See who's got playing right now. Scary. Hey, we're talking about ScaryEsquire giving the flowers earlier. 10 seconds on the clock. I'm Jeek. This is Friday Night Guilty Gear Strive every Friday, 8 p.m. EST, minimum $50 prize pool. Also, Monday is going to be the day for Tokon. On Thursdays, check out the offline at the KM local at the Token MTG in Edgewater, Maryland. Would love to have you. Outside of that, I got nothing else. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace out.